are coached by Eric Kohu, who's in his 6th season as head coach at Little Rock Christian Academy. He's 56-11 for the Warriors and has led them to 3 state title games in 5 seasons. Under Kohu, the Warriors won the Class 5A state title in 2018. That's the only state championship in Christian's history. Cyclones and Warriors have never faced each other in football, but they faced each other in almost every other sport. Former Cyclone Corliss Williamson was honored when the Warriors came to Cyclone Arena a few years ago. Williamson's son played for Little Rock Christian, and former Cyclone basketball coach Kyle Pennington became the new head coach for the Warriors during the offseason. But they will be playing Class 4A as the Cyclone basketball team stays in Class 5A. So now it's just football is the conference opponent between the two schools. Plenty of history, just not on the football field. Coming up next, we'll preview the Stadium in Little Rock.
This is Todd, Market President with Centennial Bank. We're more than just a financial institution. We pride ourselves on being community-focused and connected.
Hi, I'm Charlie, Business Development Officer with Centennial Bank. As a lifelong resident of the River Valley, I am proud to be part of a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities.
Supporting our community starts with people like myself and Charlie, who know and love the River Valley area, which is why we're always banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. NMLS number 564245, member FDIC, equal housing.
ABCJC proudly presents Russellville Cyclone Football. Brought to you in part by ABC Children's Academy, changing the world one student at a time. By Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, putting customers first in the River Valley. By C&D Drugstore, courtesy and service since 1958. By Fleet Tire Point S, no stress with Point S. E&F Roofing, keeping Arkansas covered for 3 generations. Joshua's Fine Jewelry, a customized jewelry experience. Lakeside Oral Surgery, serving since 2011. By Miller Roofing Company, a trusted name in roofing. Mr. Break and Lube, when you need an auto repair shop you can count on. By River Valley Tinting and Glass, your local glass and tinting experts. Rockline, people who make it right. By Treewise Tree Guys, tree work experts in the River Valley. Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, your one-stop shop for farming, gardening, and pet supplies. By Feltner's Athletes Corner, because you deserve great clothing. First, you first. River Valley Tractor, your River Valley Kubota dealer. Old South Restaurant, we're here for you. Come on by Old South. By Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, more than just tires. Or Auto Mall, come see us under the giant American flag. Centennial Bank, real bankers, real people, real relationships. Ashley Heating and Air. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com. Alathus Realty. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. By Liberty Wash. Liberty Wash, where you've always got options. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way. By Off-Road Tire. Don't drive a wimpy truck. And by Central Arkansas Surgical Center, whose compassionate care and medical excellence are close to home. Russellville Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Welcome, friends. We're coming to you live from Warrior Stadium in Little Rock as the Cyclones face off against Little Rock Christian. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mickey Show. We're on the radio here at FM 102.3. We're also streaming live on the internet, rivercountrykcjc.com. We're on the radio TuneIn app. We're also streaming on YouTube on the Cyclone booth page. And we're here in the capital city. It's 85 degrees here in Little Rock. We're ready for some Cyclone football. Second game of the conference season. It's Russell taking on Little Rock Christian. And I turn to my color man for tonight, Aaron Duvall. Time for our Cyclone Watch. And what do you think about tonight's game? What's on your radar?
The Cyclones played a good game last week. Yeah, we got beat, but there were some good things. A lot of pressure on that quarterback and created some turnovers. And the biggest thing I thought was getting some of those onside kicks. That's the same type of defense we're going to have to play tonight. Warriors, and I think you said before we went on the air, their quarterback is about 6'4". He's a pretty good-sized young man. So we're going to have to put pressure on him. We're going to have to get to him and touch him a few times during this game just to get some pressure on him. On offense, hey, we've got some receivers with some good hands. We've got to get the ball to them. Then there's Daniels and Foster and We got to get them to the outside. With their speed and quickness, we can gain yards. And don't forget that one-man hallmark. We've got to get him involved in the game. Some way get the ball to him. A big man like him, he can move the ball down the field.
On offense, the Warriors are led by the quarterback Walker White. He's completed 56% of his passes, 9 touchdowns on the season, thrown for 503 yards, only 1 interception. In fact, this team does not make mistakes. You heard Coach Wheeler in the pregame. He said they're not as flashy, not as big. 55% of the time, pass 45%, so they're pretty even, but they don't make mistakes. 2 turnovers all season so far in their first 3 games. Now, their defense doesn't take the ball away very much. They have 3 interceptions and 1 fumble. I mean, Russell covered that and a little more last week against Pulaski Academy. The Little Rock Christian Academy Warriors, they seem like they kind of like PA in that they change uniforms a lot. They're a dark blue, a little bit of hunter green, some white thrown in there. Tonight, they're dressed in their home royal blue jerseys or dark blue jerseys. Kind of looks like a little bit like Ole Miss, the old-fashioned Ole Miss Rebels style. With red numerals and black pants. And the captain's meeting at midfield right now. We're going to take a break. We come back. We'll have the kickoff for you. It's the Cyclones against the Warriors here at Little Rock Christian Academy. This is Cyclone football.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling for the 2022 school year. With 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County, ABC provides all-day child care, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more information. Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air wants to take a moment not only to thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees' products lean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
KCJC Dardanelle, Russellville.
Play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back. We're here at Little Rock Christian. The Cyclones taking on the Warriors of Little Rock Christian. Little Rock Christian, along with PA and also Greenbrier, moving up from 5A to 6A and put in the 6A. Little Rock Christian and Greenbrier, they all got a taste of the 6A West last week, and Little Rock Christian probably got the biggest taste taking on Lake Hamilton, and they saw what we all see with that tough, veer, dead tee, at times, whatever offense that's tough to stop. And Lake Hamilton won that game 34-19. Before that, the Warriors had beaten easily Little Rock Central 41-6 in their season opener. Then went up to Northwest Arkansas, took care of Shiloh Christian 49-14. It was tough going. They got up 6-0 last week. But I tell you, when you can't stop the run and you fall back from it, and they found that. And of course, Lake Hamilton's a very physical football team, and I guess the one good thing is we're playing them after that, and the chances are they might be banged up a little bit. As we said, they're led by Walker White, their quarterback, but also Ronnie Anokie, number 2. He's their running back. He's got 2 touchdowns on the season, 58 carries for 317 yards, but they're more of a system
team. They don't make a lot of big plays. Their longest play from scrimmage this year, just 34 yards. But they don't make mistakes. They've only got 2 turnovers and 1 interception. Passing, they got 2 main guys. They'll throw out 4 or 5 wide receivers, but number 11, Cade Boldman, and number 17, Tate Collins. Those are their 2 go-to guys. They're the only receivers with multiple or double-digit receptions. Russellville lost the toss, and Little Rock Christian wanted to receive, so Russellville going to kick off. Guajardo kicks it towards the end. It's going to be fielded by Oyoke at the 10-yard line. He's up the left sideline. He's going to be tackled and knocked down at the 29, and that's where the Warriors will take over. Check that. It was Trey Howard who ran that back. Gains 19 yards, and they're going to put it down at the 29, ball on the left hash mark. We're on the home side. If you've ever been to Greenwood, these stands are a lot like Greenwood. Only 13 rows back, but they go from goal line to goal line. And the far side about the same, although they stretch from just 20 to 20. So longer, but not near as deep. White with 3 people on his right side, the wide receivers. He'll give it to Oyoke, who gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
They like to throw a little swing pass to him also, so Russellville better be watching for that.
Second down and 3. They run 55% of the time. They're content with keeping it on the ground. They're not as pass happy as PA, but they will go to the air here. It's completed pass enough for the first down. Drilled immediately. Tracy Daniels taking down the receiver, Jackson Kircher, but it's enough for the first down. And they'll put it down at the 40, so it's a pickup of 4 yards, their first down. He said, Coach Wheeler said he's not as accurate, White, but he's bigger, stronger, will run a little more, tougher to bring down. If you're going to throw quick passes like that, they're going to be hard-pressed to tackle him. Here they go with the sweep, and Russellville sniffed that one out, drops him for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, that's number 16, Hogue. He was in that backfield about the time that he got the ball.
Ronnie Anokie, the running back, 5'8", 205 pounds. That's just his second carry. Loses a yard on that play. 2nd and 11 for the Warriors at their own 39-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in motion. That's Cade Bowman, their leading wide receiver. He goes over, sets up on the right side, and I'm going to call him PA because I'm just used to saying PA, but Little Rock Christian moved in the backfield, and it's automatic dead ball. You can't get back. You can't do a lot of that stuff like you can in, defense jumps across the neutral zone. It's a dead ball. Well, definitely that one's dead ball. And one of the officials behind the offense threw the flag, 5-yard penalty. So the Warriors looking at 2nd down and 16. We have no score. Game just 90 seconds old. It's a read option, and Walker going to call his own number. He wished he had, and he's going to be dropped, hit hard, and brought down at the line of scrimmage. They might give him a half yard, but that'll be it.
Yeah, Tracy Daniels, number 1. Also, there was about 3 or 4 others in there on him. Solis was another one.
Ball is shy of the 35, so technically no gain. You can't give him that yard until the ball touches that yard line. You hear the math teacher coming out at me there, can't you? It's a couple inches from being a yard gain. 3rd down and long. They need midfield for the first down. Walker, play action, looking left. He's got plenty of time. Going to throw across the middle. It's going to be complete, and that is Bowman. He's into Russellville territory, breaks an arm tackle. He's at the 20, 15, cuts back to the 10, is into the end zone for the touchdown. They had 2 receivers on the post play, and take your pick. They were both open. This one goes for the touchdown for Little Rock Christian. It was 3rd and 16, and ended a 66-yard touchdown pass to Bowman. That's his 5th touchdown reception on the season. Grayson Hoover will try the point after. They've gone for 7 two-point attempts, so they don't go for it all the time. He's 8 of 9 on extra points. They pick up the 3rd and long, and they get it with the touchdown. Hoover's kick will squeak in the right side, and that makes it 7-0. 9:36 left to play here in the first quarter. We'll take a break. Russellville trails 7-0. This is Cyclone football.
Friday, December 2nd, it's Cody Johnson and friends, live in concert at Simmons Bank Arena. You got a dream, chase it, 'cause the dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can. tickets are on sale now for Cody Johnson and Friends.
I guess all I'm saying is forgive me if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning to be human.
With special guest Randy Hauser.
Let me show you how country
and Ashland Craft. All live in concert at Simmons Bank Arena Friday, December 2nd. Tickets for Cody Johnson and Friends are on sale now. Get yours at Ticketmaster.com and the Simmons Bank Arena box office.
Hoover on the kickoff. It's high, it's short. It's actually going to hit the ground. That's a live ball. It's going to be scooped up at the 15-yard line by Tracy Daniels, hit it across the 22. And that'll be it. That was dangerous because that's a live ball. Just a 4-yard return there by Tracy Daniels.
Yeah, that's you don't know what that ball's going to do after it hits the turf. And luckily, it popped up in Daniels' hands.
The scoring summary there, they go 71 yards in 5 plays, only took 2:24 off the clock. Walter White, I don't know if that was miscommunication on cover or on their patterns. They had 2 guys running the same route opposite sides. You usually don't do that. They hit one of them, and that could have been completed or could have been a bang-bang play on their own guys. Goes 66 yards to Bowman. Russell's first play. They're going to hand off here to Justin Barber. Try the left side. He'll get a couple yards to the 25-yard line. They said a gain of 2, but if they're going to put it down at the 25, it's more like 2.5, 3 yards. Russell will have it second down and long here. Here running left side, D.A. Reed slips a tackle in the backfield, brought down. He might have gotten back the line of scrimmage. There's not a lot of time there, and Russell already looking at third down and long. Third down and 8 for Russellville. And the defense was only on the field for 5 plays, so it's not like you want to keep the defense off the field, but you got to generate some offense there. You got to answer. Russellville needs a big third down conversion here. I know it's early. They need it. 2 receivers to the right, to the left. Man in motion for Russellville. Crosses in front of D.A. Reed. And D.A.'s going to roll to his right. He's being chased. Steps up in the pocket. Going to be hit and brought down on a sack back at the 20-yard line. Well, he eluded the first man, but he didn't see who was coming backside. And the sack loses 5 yards for Russellville on 4th down and 13.
Yeah, I don't know if that man ever got touched coming across the line of scrimmage. He had a clear shot at Reed.
Well, Coach Wheeler said that defensively they're stronger than PA. They don't blitz as much. They play more of a base defense. They weren't fooled on the rollout there, and good pursuit from the backside. Russell's going to have to punt it away. And a 3 and out as they're looking at 4th down and 13. Hallmark with a man in motion, but he's going to punt. He's just inside the 10-yard line. He'll get this one away. It's a low, wobbly kick, and they're going to let it bounce. It goes inside the 45, bounce a couple times, and be down at the 36-yard line. A 44-yard punt with no return. Russell going to be back at home next week as they host Mountain Home. And from here on out till the playoffs, hopefully we're at the playoffs, it's going to be home away every week for Russellville. So got an away game this week and home game, of course, Russellville. Remember, it's only played 2 games because Lakeside, I could say, backed out of that game, didn't they? They came down, didn't want to hang around, and backed out of playing Russellville's second non-conference game. So they're 0-2 on the season, 0-1 in conference play. Little Rock Christian also 0-1 in conference play. 2-1 on the season. White, the quarterback, play action, throwing right side. It's complete, but drilled backwards. They're going to get it to they're going to get forward progress to 40. Pretty good spot for a Little Rock Christian there. As the pass goes to number 3, Cooper Longworth.
And Foster was right there to wrap him up.
2nd down and 6. And that's what they're most content to do. Now, they did hit that big play on Russellville, and that's their longest play from scrimmage, 66 yards. Their previous long was 34 on the season. This is Oyoke, and he's going to run the sweep, and he gets back the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. Nice play there by Russellville, Gabe Hoke.
He met him at the line of scrimmage and wouldn't let him go any further.
All right, 3rd and 6. And Nokia, 3 carries, 6 yards. They're going to go 2 receivers to each side. One is the S-back, number 35, Ethan Ross. He's actually been their 3rd leading receiver on the season. He's going to line up as a tight end. Empty on the right side as the man goes in motion. They're going to throw the screen pass, complete back at the 35, and Russell going to sniff that one out and wrap him up for a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, that was Rose, number 11. There, threw him for a loss.
It was Cade Bowman who caught the touchdown pass and slow developing, and Russell was able to fight off their block and get back there for a loss of 2. So, as Coach Wheeler likes to call it, a tango, a 3 and out. He loves those. He says he keeps track of those, and he keeps track of how many times the opposing quarterback gets hit. Now, their quarterback is also their punter, Walker White. He's back at his own 25. He'll get this one. Russell does not rush it. It's a wobbly kick. It's going to be fielded by Mekhi Foster at the 26-yard line. He'll lose a man and breaks a tackle at the 25 back to the 30, and it'll be a 5-yard return by Mekhi Foster.
No, he caught that in traffic. Good hands by Foster.
Yeah, it's a 5-yard return after the 37-yard punt. Crowd here wanted a block in the back, but they had already engaged on the way down. There wasn't anything in the back there. 5:51 left to play here in the first quarter. Russell trailing 7-0. Russell's offense went 3 and out. Let's see what they do here. Short side of the field is to the right side. They have Ben Hallmark lined up alone here on the right side. They're going to look right side. They're going to throw the out pass. It's incomplete, and that was almost an interception. D.A. Reed was expecting Hallmark to come out a little flatter on that. Biting on the play is Trey Howard. He has an interception this year. Almost picked up another one. Russell very fortunate at that. I like the matchup, though, over here. It was just miscommunication. It was almost like Hallmark ran a 7-yard out. Reed was expecting a 5-yard out. Russell very fortunate that was incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped with 5:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Russell trailing by a touchdown. Magnus Golden, number 99, is the S-back. He's between the guard and the tackle on the left side. Barber play action. Reed, he's in trouble, and he's going to be dropped back inside the 25 to the 21-yard line.
Reed's just not getting any time to look downfield for his receivers.
And they're not biting on any kind of – they're not respecting the play action. They're just going and hitting the quarterback. That's a loss of 8 on the play. 3rd down and 18 for the Cyclones. They need their own 40 for a first down. Russell negative 11 yards so far in 5 offensive plays. 2 receivers to each side. Got to give him some time. Only a 3-man front. They're going to blitz from the outside. It's a draw play. Barber's got some room, but he can't break that first tackle. He gets to the 25, 26-yard line, and that'll be back to the original line of scrimmage. Russell going to have to punt the football away. Well, there was one middle linebacker, and he just couldn't get past him, couldn't get the block there. It's a pickup of 5 yards, but it brings up 4th down and 13. Back to receive the kick is Jacob Field, number 1. This last time he let it go over his head. Hallmark booted the 44-yarder last time. He's standing at his own 15. He'll get this one away. And a fair catch called for by Field. He'll catch it at the 32-yard line. That's a 41-yard punt, and that's where Little Rock Christian will take over at their own 32. 4 minutes, 21 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Russellville trailing 7-0. White, the quarterback, motioning out to the 2 receivers. He was changing the play, and both of them were checking their wristbands. Lone receiver to the left. Yokye, the running back, he's going to get the call running right side right up the middle, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. That'll be it, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 coming for the Warriors.
I think that's number 44, Reynolds, in on that stop.
They know huddle, but they don't go quickly. They just kind of line up here. They do take their time. Empty on the left side where the wide receivers are. 3 on the right side. Play action, little screen pass, a complete far side. They break a tackle. That way it's not a loss, but they'll stack him up at the line of scrimmage. They could have gotten the Warriors for a hold there as they threw it out on that far side to Jackson Kircher. That's his 2nd catch, but that one, I'll give him a gain of 1. That'll be it.
Hogan Foster in on that stop.
3rd and 6 for the Warriors. They have the ball at their own 36, right hash mark. They need the 42 for a first down. 82 yards of offense for the Warriors, but realize they got 66 of it on one play. 3 receivers to the left. Russell showing blitz up at the top, and Russell just jumped in the neutral zone. Again, as I said earlier, you can't get back out of the neutral zone in high school football. As soon as you step in that neutral zone, it's a dead ball, and Russell gave him 5 yards there, so it's going to be a more manageable 3rd down and 1 now. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a good call on that far side. Looked like we did get a little too close. We were showing blitz from the quarterback's right side. 3rd and 1. Russell jumped this here, but they didn't get in the neutral zone. And the quarterback changing the play, but he's lined up next to the center, just talking to the offensive lineman. They're taking their time here. Play clock down to 4 seconds. Running back's going to get it. He's got the first down and more. He's across the 45 and brought down at midfield. They're going to say his knee hit. One official has it at the 47, the other at the 48. I think they're going to split the difference.
Oh, they're moving it back.
Okay, it looked like his knee came down and then he rolled over a Cyclone player. So they give him 6 yards, though. It's a first down for the Warriors. Now they're going quicker. Russellville, 4-man front. Same play. No, the quarterback's going to keep it. He's got some room. He's into Russellville territory across the 40 inside the 35-yard line before he's brought down. And unlike last week, he will run the ball a lot more. More like Morrilton's quarterback, who doesn't mind taking off. They're going quick here on 1st and 10, and the flags fly. I don't think they were set. Or did Russellville call timeout? They threw a flag, but then they say Russellville called timeout. So Russellville realized they weren't ready. They're going to call timeout. And we're going to take a quick break. Russellville trailing 7-0. Warriors on the move at the Cyclone 35. This is Cyclone football.
At Fleet Tire, Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings. Fleet Tire knows the importance of a handshake and the significance of a referral. That will never change. At Fleet Tire Point S, you'll still find the same local owners, friendly service, and guarantees on warranties. Fleet Tire Point S consistently offers unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget because you, the customer, are always the top priority at Fleet Tire Point S. So come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference, no stress, with Point S.
Okay, realize I've seen PA live one game, and I've seen Little Rock Christian not even a full quarter. I know PA's number 2 in the state. Little Rock Christian looks like the better team to me. They look more fundamentally sound and solid.
Well, they got a running quarterback, which makes them extremely dangerous.
That last run by White was 18 yards. They have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclones 35. They lead Russellville 7-0. Man in motion, empty backfield for White. Steps back. He's going to throw across the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. It was almost intercepted there by Kircher Herring, the sophomore, number 41. And to bring up 2nd down at 10. And uncharacteristic there, Walker White threw into double coverage. They had a defender in front and back, and Kircher Herring jumped up there with both hands and tipped it.
Well, on that throw right there, you can tell.
Hold there. Call. They're going to get inside the 30-yard line near the 25, close to a first down. I think they're a couple yards short. I think there was a hold out here on the 35 that they missed. Yeah, I was looking to see if there was a flag thrown. There wasn't.
It was pretty obvious.
Man, the white hat was coming down. I thought they were going to call that. Nope, 3rd and 3. They're going quick. And here's the give to the running back, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. The Cyclones hold there. Tristan Wisenat with the stop.
Oh, he did a good job of wrapping him up. 4th down. Looks like they're thinking about going for it.
Yeah, they have not attempted a field goal all season. So all season, it's been 3 games, but still they haven't attempted one. Their place kicker on extra points is 9 of 10. Empty backfield as the running back's out. It's going to be a quarterback keeper left side, and he weaves his way, spins. He's got the first down inside the 25 to the 23. Boy, we hit him about the 26. He's so big and strong, he was able to get through there for the first down. That's going to put it down at the 22-yard line. 6-yard pickup. White now 3 carries for 24 yards. This drive has been on the ground. They run a little bit more than normal. They run more than they pass, but on this drive it's been that way. They're going to try a screen pass, and I think that's thrown backwards. It's incomplete. Let's see if they call it a forward pass. It hit out of bounds at the 29-yard line. On that far side, one of the Cyclone coaches trying to convince him that was a backward pass, but nope, they're going to say it's a forward pass, so just incomplete. Ball was snapped from the 22. He must have thrown it lateral. He got a little bit behind the 29 before he threw it. And Nokia, the running back, number 2, he'll line up to the right of Walker White here on 2nd down at 10. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Russell trails by a touchdown. He's going to bring a man in motion and give it to the running back. No, the quarterback's going to keep it. He's got a man wide open, and he missed him. A little bit high to Ethan Ross, their big tight end, S-back, who's already got a touchdown reception on the season, and he was open, and they flat out missed him.
Yeah, he was behind all defenders.
That's the first time they tried to go to him there. Like I said, big, strong arm, much different than PA's quarterback, but not as accurate. We've seen him miss a couple receivers. It's 3rd down at 10 for the Warriors at the Cyclone 22-yard line. In motion, so it causes empty backfield. Here comes the blitz. He's going to step up, breaks a tackle. He's got a lot of room. He's inside the 20, angling to left side, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Russell blitzed, but as soon as they didn't get him, the C's parted. However, we have a hold, I believe, coming back here at the 28-yard line. The flag is sitting there at the 28, and yeah, it is. Well, hey, I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, you'd rather hold than see your guy get hit, and maybe that's what happened. But, man, that just shows you can't tackle that guy high. I mean, he just sheds a tackler on that right side, took the ball and palmed it in his left hand. Now, holding is 10 yards from the spot, so it can be more than 10 yards, and it might be doing that here. We're going to see. They're going to put it down. Nope, it's going to be about 10.5 yards. So they put it down at the 32. So it'll be 3rd down and 20. We'll replay the down. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Russell trailing by a touchdown, 7-0. And who knows, Little Rock Christian may be thinking going for it on 4th down. They're going to throw a sideline pattern. Man wide open, complete, 10, 5, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds. And over there on the far side, Russell just left him alone. Jackson Kircher was lined up, and Russell didn't see him. He was wide open on the left side.
That's like the old play, the lonesome in.
Okay, they'll put him inside the 5-yard line. So it's a 1st down and goal. And they're going to say he stepped out at the 5. And, yeah, they needed 20. They got 27. He was wide open. Russell just didn't have a defender out there. And that wasn't the play clause. Just clap your hands and, hey, I'm open. Nokia going to keep it straight up the middle, and nothing doing there as he's pushed backwards. They're going to actually have him lose a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6. 35 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. They'll have to snap it at least one more time as there's a 3-second differential. The game clock and the play clock, you could see it if you're watching YouTube. You can see it right kind of to the right of the goalpost there. Play clock down to 16. In motion. As Bowman fumbled snap, and quarterback picks it up White. He's driven back all the way to outside the 20 to the 24-yard line. A little slow to get up. I was surprised he didn't just fall on it. I know he's trying to make a play, but you're losing an extra 5-10 yards by doing that. It's good for us. It pushes him all the way back, almost outside the red zone. And they're going to say he's down at the 21. Coach Wheeler's upset about the spot. I don't blame him. I don't think that's at the 21, but that's the end of the first quarter. It wasn't time to think about it. Russell trails after 1, 7-0. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football.
Shane here with you for Joshua's Fine Jewelry in downtown. To my man Nathan George from Joshua's in downtown Russellville.
We've got a lot of interesting items from colored stone jewelry to sterling silver to gold, diamonds, pretty much anything you could want. There's a huge push right now for lab-grown diamonds. Never hesitate to come in or call, or you can text us at 479-968-3117, and we'll be happy to talk to you about any of your jewelry needs.
Miller Roofing Company. They've served the River Valley since 1991 with a reputation for reliability. Now to keep up with demand, Miller Roofing Company is looking for reliable, experienced individuals to join a team that stood the test of time, serving their community for 31 years and is still going strong. To be a part of the Miller Roofing Company family, call 890-3499 to set up an interview or stop by 318 South Arkansas Avenue.
Jessieville in the first quarter leading Atkins 6-0. In our conference, Van Buren leading Greenbrier in the first quarter 6-0. Here, 7-0 as we start the second quarter, and that bad snap had Little Rock Christian losing 15 yards. They put it down at the 21. I still think it was further than that. They must have said his knee was down as he was still stumbling backwards trying to get it. Walker White, the quarterback. It's third down and goal from Cyclone 21. Short side of the field's the left side. Two receivers to that side. One receiver to the right. That's Tate Collins, who's caught a couple screen passes. Man in motion is Ethan Ross. He's going to go out, probably the corner of the end zone. Back to pass. White, nowhere to go, and they slam him back to the turf, back at the 30-yard line. And Russell wanting a flag because they wanted a hold there as they held on the blitz is what Russell's claiming. They're not going to get the flag. And now there is a flag back at the 30. Did he throw it? Okay, that's what it is. It was intentional grounding. That's a new rule in high school football. You have to be outside the tackles, and the ball has to get to the line of scrimmage. This is one of the worst penalties you can have because it's 5 yards from the spot and a loss of down. So it's worse than a sack because instead of the 29, it's going to be 5 yards from that, so all the way back to the 34 and loss of down. So it's a 13-yard penalty, and Little Rock Christian has it fourth down and goal from the 34. That's what the flag was. I didn't see the ball come loose or, leave the quarterback's hands.
I didn't either.
Well, this is almost dangerous here because they're not going to punt. They can't try the field goal. They don't have a kicker kicking it that far, so they're just going to chunk it to the end zone here on fourth and goal. Back to pass is White. Blitz from the outside. He's going to be chased, throwing it. It's a wobbly throw as he was hit as he throws. It's complete inside the 20. Russell brings him down. Russellville stops him on 4 downs here as they completed the pass inside the 20 to Jackson Kircher. But I believe that was that Mekhi Foster on the stop? No, that was a Caden Rose with the tackle.
And there was a lot of air under that ball. I thought somebody might have a chance for an interception there.
Well, the reason there was air is because he was hit from the backside as soon as he threw the ball. It goes as a 15-yard completion. However, Russellville has the ball at their own 19. Yeah, it was pretty wobbly on that because of being hit from behind. Russellville, their worst field position here, starting at their own 19. First drive of the second quarter as they trail 7-0. Looking like here comes the blitz inside. They're going to give it to the first man through out of the I formation, Magnus Golden, and he'll get a couple yards over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Magnus Golden, a sophomore, wearing number 99. Junior high, played running back, quarterback, playing fullback here this year. We've seen him some out of the I formation, even in the first game against Morrilton. Russell looking at second down and 8. You need some positive things. You need some second and sixes. Something like that because it opens up the playbook a little more. 2 receivers to each side. Short side of the field's the left side. Barber, play action. DA rolling to the short side. He's going to look back, throwing across the middle. Stepped and incomplete. He had a man streaking, and at the very last second, it was a nice play on the ball by Holt Chappell, who actually leads them in tackles. The free safety out there goes as an incomplete pass. As they were trying to go to Rose, I believe. He was smothered. And it'll be third down and 8.
I like that moving pocket that gives Reed just a little bit more time to look for a receiver.
Russellville has not made a first down this game, but they're only trailing by a touchdown. -4 yards on offense. They need something positive to happen here. Reed back to pass, blitz from the outside, complete on the screen pass to Barber, sheds a tackle, he's across the 20 to the 25, out of bounds, but he needed the 29 for the first down. It's not going to be close. It's going to be about 3 or 4 yards shy. Russellville going to have to bring on the unit. Tackle. They're going to mark him 3 yards shy of the first down. Russell wanted to make sure before they sent out the punting unit. And now they're going to punt the football away. Hallmark has had Couple punts already. One go over the returner's head. Last one was fair caught. They're going to snap it from the 26-yard line here on 4th and 3. We wouldn't fake a punt here, would we? Hallmark low snap. He'll get this one away. It's a low line drive, kicked away from the return man. Hits at the 40. It's going to take a Russell to the 30. Their return man's getting dangerously close. Russell, fine. If you touch it, it's a live ball. It's going to roll dead at the 27-yard line. Ben Hallmark, a 47-yard punt. Flips the field a little bit for Russellville, and the defense is going to come back on. Russellville trailing with 10:46 left in the first half. Cyclones down 7-0.
Start to say their punt return man, he should have been talked to, and the coach met him as he was coming off the field, probably telling him to stay away from there.
Well, there's nothing to gain there. All you can do is fall on it, ball squirt free. It's the best you can hope for is to down it. White, the quarterback, will bring a man in motion. This is Bowman. They're going to give it to the running back. Yokia, he's got some room into the secondary. He's across the 35 to the 40. Stays on his feet to the 43, but they're going to say his knee hit just past the 40-yard line, a first down there for Little Rock Christian. They'd almost abandoned the running game last drive after driving down inside the red zone.
Yeah, Foster met him there and brought him down.
Nokia 8 carries 27 yards here. Is going to get the call again. No, the quarterback's going to pull it. White's got some room on the left side. He's across the 45, gets across midfield, has the first down to the 48. And they've gashed Russellville for 10-plus yards on 2 consecutive running plays.
They've ran that play about 4 times and it's gained quite a bit of yards.
Yeah, they're going to go quick here, 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 48. And let's see, we have a stoppage of play, and Russellville calls timeout. Russell will use their second timeout, not letting them go quickly. 10-18 left to play here in the first half. Russell trails 7-0. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football.
Mr. Brake and Lube, your local Pennzoil 10-minute oil change superstop at 1415 East Main Street, has the best brand name oils like Mobil 1, Castrol, Motorcraft, Rotella, and Quaker State without breaking the bank. Plus, specials to save even more. Come by 1415 East Main Street when you need an oil change or repair work from your local one-stop maintenance shop you can count on. Mr. Brake and Lube, and follow Mr. Brake and Lube on Facebook to keep up with monthly specials.
Welcome back. I was just checking the, time possession doesn't mean anything. Coach Wheeler says look at the total plays. This will be the 25th play by their offense. Russell's had their offense on the field just 9 plays, just can't get anything going offensively. 170 yards of offense for the Warriors, 1 for Russellville. The Warriors have gotten 48 yards on the ground, 122 through the air, but realize 66 of that came on 1 play. That was the touchdown play. They lead the Cyclones here 7-0 after runs of 13 and 12 yards to start this drive. The Warriors have the ball at the Cyclone 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Low snap. White handles it easily, rolls out to his right, throwing. He's got a man. It's tipped and incomplete. They had man-on-man coverage over here. Russell tipped the ball away. Mackay Foster was out on Cade Bowman. And he had come in motion, and Bowman was just trying to fly down the sideline, and Mackay Foster got a hand on it.
Yeah, that was a good play by Foster, staying with him.
White now 8 of 12 passing. He's got 10 touchdowns on the year with the one tonight, just 1 interception. They do not turn the ball over 2 times in 3 games. On 2nd and 10. They're going to give it here. Inokie, he's got some room on the left side. He's got the first down. He's to the 35. Ball's on the turf! And Inokie turns around and falls on it. Just as I say they don't fumble, they fumble. I need to say that more often. But he covers his own fumble at the 36-yard line. So pickup of 12 on the play. Covering his own fumble. They're going to line up quickly here, but look at the sideline. They're going to give him the 35, so it's a pickup of 13. He now has 40 yards on 9 carries. And these running plays are read plays. Walker has the option to keep it himself, so he's hanging on as long as he can. He does here. He'll take this one straight up the middle. He'll get a couple yards, maybe 3, inside the 35 to the, they're going to mark him at the 33-yard line. So pickup of 2. White now 6 carries for 23 yards. One of those carries was a sack. Sack comes off rushing totals for the quarterback in high school football. 2 receivers to the left, short side of the field. 1 receiver to the right, not counting the S-back, Ethan Ross, number 35. Little forward pitch, and this is going to be Bowman. Slips a tackle in the backfield. He's at the edge, and he pushed out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. He got away with a hold here on number 2, Inokie, who is holding Tracy Daniels. I thought they were going to get that on him, but doesn't go for a big gain here. Does get to the 30 before being pushed out, so a 3-yard pass. That's a pass, even though it's forward. If it hits the turf, it's an incomplete pass. And they're looking at 3rd down and about 5 for the first down at the Cyclone 30. Again, they're probably going for it on 4th down because they don't really have field goal kicker. They haven't tipped in one all year. Short side's the right side. They're going to give it to the running back. He's through the gut, and he's got the first down inside the 25 to the 23. Just straight up the middle, hard-nosed running.
Yeah, Sims, number 26, made the stop.
Is it safe to say they're not as gimmicky as PA, and maybe that's they're fine with just bruising it right up the gut? They do that. They get 7 yards. They're going to do it again here, but he'll bounce it out to the left side, just outside the tackles, tripped up inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. They went quick on that one, a 4-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
I think it's Hallmark that stopped him.
8:45 left to play here in the first half. Russell trailing 7-0. The Warriors in the red zone for the 3rd time tonight. Last time, penalty sacks, pushed them back, helped Russell stop them. Nokie is going to carry this one again up the middle, and again positive yards, this time to the 15. He'll be a couple yards shy of a first down. There's pounding Russellville, who Russell's a little bit gassed in this first half already. As you look at it, that was the 31st play by the offense for the Warriors. They're looking at 3rd down and short here. They need the Cyclone 13 for a first down. Going to give it left side, and they cut him down outside the line of scrimmage, back at the 16-yard line.
I couldn't tell who brought him down. I got this post in front of me, but good defense by the Cyclones.
On that far side, it looked like Wisenat, but I'm not sure if he got credited with a tackle or not. And it'd be a loss of 1. 4th and 3. Let's say they're going to go for it. Ball just outside the 15, more like 4th and 2.5. They're going to quarterback draw, breaks the tackle in backfield, bounces off a man. He's inside the 10, the 5 touchdown. Boy, Russell had him twice, stopped short of the first down, and he ends up going the distance, 16 yards for the touchdown.
Well, it's pretty obvious you can't hit this quarterback above the waist. He's just too strong. You're going to have to hit him around the knees and the ankles to bring him down.
That makes it 13-0. The Cyclones trailing here with 7:26 left to play here in the first half. 16-yard carry for Walker White. He has net 39 yards on 7 carries. Low snap. Russellville almost blocked that one. He squeaked it in. Yes, he did. The extra point's good by Hoover, and it's 14-0. We'll take a break. Russellville trailing here. This is Cyclone football.
Farmers Co-op, where we're finding out about fall pastures, haying equipment, baling twine. Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, when it comes to those fall pastures, you've got a lot going on here.
Getting a lot of our seed in for the winter. Got a pretty good lineup now. Fertilizer's come down a little bit. It rained, so, hey, we're optimistic and we're ready to go.
For those people that are doing some haying, do you have the supplies they need to make sure that those bales are ready for the cold weather ahead?
Still sitting on a good supply of net wrap and twine. Still got the good prices. List stuff's going up, but we've got a good stock, so come and see us.
It is Farmers Co-op where you'll find those supplies and more. Farmers Co-op, East Main and Russellville. Don't forget the Danville location.
That last drive for Little Rock Christian, 73 yards and 11 plays, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. White, a 16-yard touchdown run on 4th and 3. Hoover going to kick this one. It's high and short, and again it's going to hit the turf. It's a live ball, and let's see. I think Little Rock Christian may have covered it inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. That's the second time they've kicked it short. The second time it's hit. It's not an onside kick. They kicked it, let's see, a little over 30 yards, and Russellville fumbles there, and they recover, and boy, exactly what you don't want.
That kick is high. You just cannot let it hit the turf. and Russellville has on 2 occasions. They lost it this time.
So nothing going Russellville's way in this first half. They're only down 14-0. I say that because if you look at the stats, you'd be shocked that they're only down 14-0. 218 yards of offense by the Warriors, 1 yard for Russellville. Time possessions against us, everything's against us, and now the turnovers. Man in motion. Let's see if they go for the big play. They got a man open in the middle. They're going to go for the corner of the end zone. It's a jump ball and almost intercepted but falls incomplete. Caden Rose out-jumped the receiver there and almost.
Defense by Rose.
Well, they did go for the home run ball. Didn't work. Russell, that would have been huge because not only turnover, but you get the ball at the 20 there as it would have happened in the end zone. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors after the fumble by Russellville. It's officially a fumble, even though it was a kickoff that just wasn't covered. 2nd down and 10. Anokie going to run right up the middle. He's inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. And I tell you, I don't know why they're getting cute because right now, just pounding the football, they're making some yards. They go 6 yards there, and Anokie, 14 carries for 60. Easiest thing in the world to do is turn the hand football off, but hey, let's throw the football. Russell could maybe pick one here.
Well, if you're running and getting 5-6 yards a carry, why get fancy?
Yeah. But hey, I'm all for it. Give us a chance here. 3rd and 4 for the Warriors. They've proven there's 4-down territory for them. Anokie, no, the quarterback going to keep it, and everybody went for the running back, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. Where Russellville's really having a hard time reading that read option because the quarterback, Walker White, is staying with the running back so long with his hands in the breadbasket. When he pulls it, by that time, everybody's hit the running back. This guy's a good runner. It's a 22-yard touchdown run there. 8 carries for 61 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground there by White. It's a 20-0 lead. And that's his 2nd touchdown rushing tonight, his 5th touchdown rushing on the season. Hoover's extra point is up, and it's good. 21-0 our score. 6:28 left to play in the first half. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football.
Friday, December 2nd, it's Cody Johnson and friends, live in concert at Simmons Bank Arena. You got a dream, chase it, 'cause the dream won't chase you back. You're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can. Tickets are on sale now for Cody Johnson and friends. I guess all I'm saying is forgive me if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning to be human. With special guest Randy Hauser. Let me show you how.
Russell's creaked up a little bit there. They're back 2 guys at the 15 now instead of inside the 5. We're looking at a kickoff here. Russell trailing 21-0 with 6:28 left to play. And here comes the kickoff by Hoover, and Russellville trying to field it. And they're going to kick this one deep. It goes into the end zone. So Russell finally came up there, and they kick it over our heads. I'll take that. I'll take the ball at the 20.
Oh, yeah.
There. So after the not really onside kick, but the fumble on the kickoff return where Russell didn't touch it, the Warriors on that last scoring summary goes 54 seconds, 3 plays, 28 yards. White, a 22-yard touchdown run, and that read option play has been a thorn in the side for the Cyclones here in this first half. They trail 21-0. Russell's going to get the ball to start the second half. A lot of half here, 6:28 left. Russell needs to get something going offensively. 2 receivers at each side on first down. Barber going to get the call on the right side. Gets across the 20 to about the 23. So 3 yards on the pickup. And Russell's looking at 2nd down and 7. I got excited. I heard the PA guy say 2nd down and 4. I thought, how did we get 6 yards on that? 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Barber still the running back. He'll be the left of D.A. Reed. 3-man front. See if they come with a blitz here on 2nd down. Linebackers about 5 yards off the ball. Play clock down to 5 seconds, and they are going to give it to Barber. He breaks a tackle. He's across the 30. He breaks a tackle there at the 35, dives forward to the 39-40-yard line, and Russell's first down of the game. Russell needed that.
They did, and the key to Barber running, he keeps his legs moving.
Yards for Justin. He's got 4 carries, 26 yards. Russell's first down of the game, trailing by 3 touchdowns. Got to get something going here, and that's the start right there. Barber, they're going to fake it to him. D.A. Reed's going to keep it himself. He slides down across the 40 to the 43-yard line. A couple guys wondering, hey, why'd you hit the quarterback? He slid down, gave himself up. But a pickup of 4 there by D.A. 4 carries, -9 yards. Again, sacks coming off his rushing totals. 2 receivers again to each side as they break the huddle for Russellville. To the left side, our side, is Peyton Harrison and Caden Rose. Play action, screen pass, one-handed catch by Caden Rose. He's got some work to do. Puts his hand down, stays up at the 45, the 50. Takes a shot as he goes out of bounds. He was well out of bounds there. Official didn't throw the flag there. Russell gets the first down at midfield. Nice catch there by Jaden Rose and made something out of nothing.
Yeah, great one-handed catch.
And they're going to give him the 49-yard line of the Warriors. Russell's first trip into Warrior territory there. An 8-yard pass play gives Russell a first down. 3 receivers bunched to the right. And looked like the Warriors just jumped, and they said no. Russell stopped because they were expecting a flag there. The defensive end took one step. I don't know how he stayed out of the neutral zone. Russell changing the play. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's the give. Barber breaking a tackle. They're trying to hold him by the jersey. Breaks that tackle. He'll be drugged down, but he gets forward progress to the 46-yard line, so a pickup of 3 on the play. 29 yards on 5 carries for Barber. Russell just churning out yards. That's what you do. Under 4.5 to go here in the first half. Russell trailing 21-0.
Yeah, you don't panic. You stay with your game, and that's what Russellville's doing.
Mekhi Foster, this may be one of the first times he's been in the backfield. Of course, one of the few Cyclones that play both ways. They're showing blitz right up the middle. They're going to give it to Mekhi Foster. Has a break a tackle back at midfield. Makes a good play just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's like they knew Mekhi came in the game. We're going to sell out and try to tackle that guy. And he goes for no gains, 3rd and 7. Mekhi going to look like he was shaken up a little bit. He'll come off the field, and Barber in for him. Russell needs to get not quite to the 39 for the first down. 3rd and 7 for the Cyclones. Reed, here comes the blitz from the left side. He'll roll to that side. He'll throw, and he's going to complete. Did he get a foot down? Caden Rose going to say no. They say out of bounds. Made a great attempt. He caught it, just couldn't get that foot down. It'll be 4th down and 7, decision time for Coach Dave Wheeler. Usually you don't go for it here at the 46, but you're down by 3 touchdowns. And this is one of them deals where if you're going to go for it, you probably already had that discussion, and that affected your play call on 3rd down. 18 seconds on the play clock. Russellville still talking it over. Now, D.A. Reed can punt the football, and this would be a good spot for a pooch kick if they decide. They have 1 timeout left, and really it's looking like they may be going to use it.
They're going to call it.
Unless if you're going to punt, take the penalty. Save the timeout.
Yeah.
Okay, they are going to call timeout here with 3:25 left to play in the first half. Russellville trails 21-0. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football.
Trust River Valley Tinting and Glass. Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Cyclones going to be back at home next week at Cyclone Stadium as they take on Mountain Home. We'll talk to you about that series at halftime. Russellville playing 3 teams this year in conference that they never played before. Mountain Home and Russellville. They don't have a long-running series. So you lost Benton, which is actually one of your top 5. And Russellville, after the timeout, has decided to punt the football. That means they truly didn't know, because if they knew they were going to punt, they might have just gone ahead and take the 5 yards. Russell's going to snap the ball here on 4th and 7. Little Christian looked like they were going to come after it. Now they back off. They don't look like they're going to return it. They're just playing it, make sure you kick it. And the kick is away by Hallmark. It hits at the 20, high in the air. Looked like it might have gone backwards, so Russellville catches it at the 18. So Hallmark puts it inside the 20, a 28-yard punt. Hurts the average, but counts as down inside the 20. And Russellville trailing 21-0. They need to stop here. A quick one would really help. Well, the offense generated something there. They got 36 yards on that last drive. Kept the defense off the field a little bit. Picked up a couple first downs, their first 2 of the game. But they really need a 3-and-out here. Maybe get a shot to take a deep pass here or something going right before half. But it all starts with this stop. 2 receivers to the right. Nokia going to get it on the carry on the left side, and he'll be cut down just past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. And again, they've really hurt us the last couple drives running the football. 125 yards rushing, 125 yards passing. Remember, 66 on that first touchdown play. And they've run twice as much as pass, which they're about 45% of the time coming in this game running the football. Second down and long. It'll be a throw pass across the middle. It's complete now for the first down across the 40, 45 to the 47. That's the big tight end who will line up as tight end S-back, and that time a split in, Ethan Ross.
Yeah, there wasn't a person on him. He split the zone right there in the middle.
It looked like White, the quarterback, decided to throw it to him before the snap. He liked the matchup there, and Ross again lined up here. He's going to set up for the screen. It's not there. Now they're going to roll around and throw the screen to Ross, and it goes right through his hands. It was going to be a pickup of at least 5 yards on that play, and it'll bring up second down at 10. That was as good a catch as the previous one was. That one wasn't because it went right through his hands. Stopped the clock at 2:28 left to play here in the first half. Russell trailing 21-0. Well, you worried about maybe a hangover from last week. Russell played so well, was supposed to lose by 35 points. They led PA in the third quarter. Just ran out of gas. You wonder how they were going to bounce back. And Okie is going to take this one left side. He's going to lose a yard, maybe 2. They're going to push him back to about the 45-yard line. Russell still fighting, third down and 11. We're nearing the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
We need a stop right here.
Yeah, we need one.
Warriors taking their time.
Well, they're 5 for 8 on third down conversions. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to roll to that way. Looking downfield, White pumps. And nothing there, but there's a lot of open spaces. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got the first down easily. Caught from behind, but not before. He got a big gain all the way down to the 33-yard line for Walker White. Boy, at 3rd and 11, nobody was open. Russell played good defense, but gives up a 22-yard rush there by Walker White. 9 carries, 83 yards for the big quarterback.
There's no question he is he's the man right now.
Russell covered him. They covered all the receivers, but there was nobody open here on the right side. He was just – and it was almost he was rolling right, but he was on a dead sprint to this right side. 33-yard line ball on the right hash mark. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Empty backfield now with 5 wide receivers in the pattern. Looking left, White going to throw on the skinny post. It's incomplete. And I got to tell you, I don't want to accuse anybody, but it sure looked like it was short-armed there by Cade Bowman. And you're going across the middle, you got to expect to get hit. I think he was thinking about it.
I think he heard the steps coming toward him.
And it was coming at him. And second down at 10. It's just the 7th incompletion there for White. 10 of 17 for 149 yards. Bowman has been targeted 5 times, has 3 catches for 67. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here on second down at 10. Different running back, play action, throwing. It's almost intercepted there by Caden Rose. He threw it behind the receiver, Tate Collins. Look, he was running a go route, and the quarterback was throwing a stop route. And I tell you, if he catches that cleanly, there's nobody in front of Caden Rose. And the flag down on that last play, so we'll wipe off the incompletion. And holding, and Russ will definitely take the yardage there. In fact, they're talking to say, is it going to be 3rd down and 10 or you want a 2nd down and long? And it's going to be about, about a 15-yard penalty because the hold took place 5 yards behind line of scrimmage. Again, in high school football, it's 10 yards from the spot. In other sports, too, or in other college and NFL, it goes as a 15-yard penalty. They've been penalized 4 times for 43 yards. This will make it 2nd and 25 from the Cyclone 48-yard line. White going to roll to his left. And he's got some room there. He's across the 45, cuts back to the 40. He's got a lot of room. He's at the 35-30, angling to the right side. He's at the 20 and brought down at the 19-yard line. That's well enough for the first down. Well, that's when you know you're living right. On 2nd and 25, the quarterback scrambles for 29 yards. The Cyclone coach is complaining about a hold there. They look like they're asking if Reynolds got his jersey ripped out. Not going to get the call there. 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Cyclone 19-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Play action. He's going to be hit as he throws. He's throwing to the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Threw that one way out of there. Going for Tate Collins, but White going to pick himself off the turf. One of the few times Russellville has hit the quarterback there. And that's something that Coach Wheeler likes his defense to do, get to him. Second down and 10 coming for the Warriors. Ball on the 19-yard line. 56 seconds left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing 21-0. The running back who's been in there is number 22, Ben Ridings. Now he motions out of the backfield. They're going to throw in the quick slant. It's incomplete. That time he led Collins too far out in front and too low, and they almost got to the quarterback again.
I think that hit prior to that might have got him thinking a little bit.
And Little Rock Christian is going to take a timeout. Clock was already stopped with 53 seconds left. 3rd and 10 they're looking at the Cyclone 19-yard line. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football.
And I'm Corey, and we're the TreeWise Tree Guys. Tree work experts based in Russellville, Arkansas. If you have a problem tree that you'd like removed, trimmed, or otherwise dealt with, we're the guys to call. If you're looking for the best, look no further. We're the highest rated in the area. 5-star rating on Google. Give Jalen a call today, 479-222-0793. That's 479-222-0793. TreeWise Tree Guys.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville. River Country. KCJC.
Little Rock Christian leading the Cyclones 21-0 here, looking at 3rd and 10 from the Cyclones 19. This drive for the Warriors started at their own 18-yard line. Currently 9 plays. They've gone 63 yards. Russellville just needs a defensive stop just to get their breath. Russell will get the ball to start the second half. Little Rock Christian calling timeout. The clock was already stopped. They're calling to talk about it. I'm sure they're lining up maybe a couple plays. They have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The right is the short side of the field. That skinny post has been open, but the last 2 times they've missed the connection. Low snap. White picks it up. He's going to be pushed back to the 30, throwing. It's going to be tipped incomplete there at the 10-yard line, going to Cade Bowman. He juggled it. Nobody was around him. It's not enough for the first down, I don't believe. They're going to give him the 10-yard line. He's going to be a yard shy. It'll be 4th down and 1. Clock is rolling. 30 seconds left. They still have 2 more timeouts. Checking the sideline here. 25 seconds left. 4th and 1 for the Warriors. Man in motion. White going to call his own number. The quarterback draw. He's got the first down. He's hit inside the 5 to the 3. And that'll stop the clock. Just set to change. It's at 15 seconds. They're going to go ahead and use their second timeout. The Warriors with 15 seconds left, knocking on the door, leading by 3 scores, looking for more. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football. Tell you, Eric Kohu, the
half clearance
coach here, was on top of that, trying to get the timeout, and almost had to come out onto the field to get that call. Scoreboard shows that they do have 1 more timeout remaining. And they did not give him the 3. They gave him the 4-yard line. And you knew they were going to keep it safe there on the quarterback keeper. And White, 11 carries for 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, the quarterback can keep it again. They still have 1 more timeout, so they feel like they got the whole playbook open. They don't have to go to the end zone here. They can stop the clock 1 more time. Kohu had come out to call that timeout in his 6th year here at Little Rock Christian. He's been a head coach for 17 seasons. His record, 180 wins and 35 losses as a coach here at Little Rock Christian, 55-11. Won a state championship in 5A back in 2018. First down and goal for the Warriors at the Cyclone 4-yard line. Forward pitch to Yokie, who's back in the game, trying to stretch it out, and he'll get into the end zone for the touchdown. That one look easy. Little forward shovel pass. He never got touched, making it 27-0. And Russellville, again, complaining about that hold. There's not going to get that call, or maybe it's not a hold. Either way, makes it 27-0. Officially goes as his second touchdown pass. They turn the lights on and off here after touchdowns, kind of like Alabama does. They'll try the extra point here by Grayson Hoover, who's been perfect tonight. He's only missed one on the season. They're a man short. They're going to run on Jackson Kircher here late. They're going to try to make this 28-0 here with 9 seconds left in the first half. And the extra point is up and good. 28-0. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football.
First State Bank is proud to serve our community, a community made of hard-working friends and neighbors, folks who make our community better. You're why we offer personal, helpful service and convenient digital tools. You make our town what it is, deeply rooted, community-driven. First State Bank, these are our stomping grounds. Visit fsbmybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Russellville trailing here 28-0 with 9 seconds left to play, and as well as they played last week, it's just not been their night. And tonight, and of course we still got another half to go, but about everything that could go wrong in this first half has for Russellville, including an onside kick that wasn't an onside kick. They kicked one short a couple times and once bounced and fell into the hands of Little Rock Christian. This one going to be similar to that. Russell going to come up and field this one at the 23-yard line across the 25. Mackay Foster will get to the 30. An 8-yard return by Foster, and we'll see if Russell wants to do anything with it here with 4 seconds left. 4 touchdowns by Little Rock Christian here in this first half. That last one, they go 82 yards in 12 plays, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Walker White, it's Anokie for a 4-yard touchdown pass, but it was the running of Walker White that did it. A 2nd and 25, he ran for 29 yards, and then converted a 4th and 1 when he rushed for 6 yards to give him a first down and goal. Russell going to take a shot. Why not? They'll run a regular play. They're not going to take a knee. D.A. Reed, no, he will take a knee. Fake me out. I thought they had 3 receivers in the pattern. He's going to take a knee. And Russell going to go into the locker room trailing. They got to regroup a little bit. They trail here by a score of 28-0. That's our halftime score. We'll take a break, come back. We got stats to talk to you about the first half. Also some scores from around the state. A lot of area teams are off tonight, but we'll still talk to you about the few that are playing and also other games in the 6A West and also Cyclone history coming up for you. All that during your halftime show. Russell trailing here. Little Rock Christian 28-0. This is Cyclone football.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in. Like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurant on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And a supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about Pico Foods' mission to support producers in Arkansas and Missouri by calling David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Craig Bird or John Taylor Hickman, 601-670-9383.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trail here at the half, 28-0. And last game we had a lot more to talk about at halftime, and Russell just, to be honest with you, looks a little shell-shocked in this. PA, you know, as I said, Coach Wheeler in the pregame show said they're not as talented as PA, but they're more fundamentally sound. They don't make mistakes. They're tougher, and he said they are disciplined, and they will run that system. And that's what they've done offensively, and he even said they're better defensively, and so far they're as advertised. What's your assessments of the first half?
Well, any team, to be able to move the ball and to score, you have to be in a rhythm. And you're seeing it tonight. The Warriors are in a rhythm. Cyclones are not. So the Cyclones have got to go in here at halftime and look at what is our plan to get into a rhythm. The first thing I want to talk about is this quarterback for the Warriors. I know coaches don't like to do this, but we're going to have to try something. Maybe put a man, a linebacker. He does nothing but shadow that quarterback. He don't go for any of the fakes. He don't go to cover anybody. He is on that quarterback. He hits that quarterback anytime that quarterback has the ball. And you got to get him out of his rhythm. And right now White's in it. Warriors are putting a lot of pressure on Reed. He cannot have the time. He does not, or did not have the time to look for his receivers at all. We've got to get the ball into the hands of our playmakers, such as Foster, Daniels, and the big man, Hallmark. Hallmark hadn't touched the ball except to punt it. And we've got to get him involved in this game in some way. And I'm not talking about on defense, but he's big enough to get into that secondary. He can run over some people and gain some yards for us.
Well, Russell there's nothing going right offensively. Defensively, they've played hard, but you know, other than the stat, I mean, I know stats can be for losers and stuff like that, but sometimes you look for other things. And what really jumps out at me is the total plays. 48 plays for the Warriors, 17 for Russellville. They had that one drive where they got a couple first downs. Those two first downs were the only first downs they got in the first half. The Warriors had 16. We'll painfully go through the stats for you. I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. 103 yards of offense for the Warriors, again, on 48 plays. Russellville 30 yards on 17 plays. Russellville's had 13 yards passing, 17 yards rushing. D.A. Reed's 2 of 5 for 13. Running the football, Justin Barber has 5 carries for 29 yards. That's a 5.8 rushing average, but he had 16 yards of that in one play. Of course, D.A. Reed's been sacked a lot, so his stat totals running is 4 of -9. Caden Rose has a catch, and Justin Barber has a catch. 1 for 8 and 1 for 5 yards. That's been it. For the Warriors, Walker White, the quarterback, 12 of 21 for 162 yards and 2 touchdown passes. The big one was the first one, 66 yards on that third down play. Walker White, the quarterback, he's been the man. 11 carries, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Their running back, Ronnie Anokie, has 16 carries for 63 yards. They fumbled one time, but they recovered it. We were credited with the fumble on the Pooch kickoff that went a little over 30 yards, and we did not pick it up. We trail at the half by a score of 28-0. Coming up, we'll have this Dayton Cyclone history and also some scores from around the state. This is Cyclone football.
Friday, December 2nd, it's Cody Johnson and Friends, live in concert at Simmons Bank Arena.
You got a dream, chase it, 'cause the dream won't chase you back. You're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can.
Tickets are on sale now for Cody Johnson and Friends.
I guess all I'm saying is forgive me if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning to be human.
With special guest, Randy Hauser.
Let me show you how country feels.
And Ashlyn Kraft. All live in concert at Simmons Bank Arena Friday, December 2nd. Tickets for Cody Johnson and Friends are on sale now. Get yours at Ticketmaster.com and the Simmons Bank Arena box office.
This is Todd, Market President with Centennial Bank. We're more than just a financial institution. We pride ourselves on being community-focused and connected.
Hi, I'm Charlie, Business Development Officer with Centennial Bank. As a lifelong resident of the River Valley, I am proud to be part of a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities.
Supporting our community starts with people like myself and Charlie, who know and love the River Valley area, which is why we're always banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank is the place we call home. NMLS number 564245, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's that time of year again to start thinking about reviewing your Medicare plan. Hi, I'm Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates and Medicare Specialists of Arkansas, reminding you to take the time to allow a local agent to assist you with your Medicare plan review. Choosing the wrong plan can cause you to spend money unnecessarily, cause you to lose valuable benefits, or cause you to have to change a provider you currently use. Don't be fooled by the misleading commercials on TV. Call a local agent to assist you with finding a plan that best meets your needs. I'm your local Medicare specialist. Call me at 479-857-2810.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trail here at the half by a score of 28-0 to Little Rock Christian. We're going to go through some scores across the state. We have a lot of local teams, actually quite a few teams that are open this week because, remember, a lot of places will, with 11 weeks of the season, they call it week 0 and then 10 weeks, they will take this week off before they start their conference games. Of course, Russellville played their conference opener last week, losing to PA. But you're talking about Dardanelle, Dover, so a lot of area schools that are off this week. But Atkins is playing. They trailed Jessieville in the second quarter by a score of 26-0. As we look at our conference, Lake Hamilton, this surprise, Lake Hamilton and Mountain Home. It's a close game at the half. Lake Hamilton at Mountain Home, they lead the Bombers 7-6 at the half. First quarter score, Van Buren leading Greenbrier 6-0. Greenwood having their way with Silent Springs, a second quarter score, and they leave it 47-0. That is what's going on in our conference. Of course, with 9 teams, that means one team is off every week. PA has the off week. As luck would have it, Russellville has the off week during the last week of the season, so they're playing all their conference games in a row. Other games across the state, big game in the capital city, a few miles away from us. Little Rock Catholic leading Benton by a score of 10-0. It's a conference game, but that is in the first quarter. And I believe that's all we have from our area. I know Pottsville is playing Little Rock Hall, and we don't have a score to report on that. Well, time for this date in Cyclone history. I know I always try to pick a date for you, but had a story for you because I'm kind of been sitting on it, was wanting to use it for the fourth week. And that's what we're in. So I thought, okay, this will be perfect for this week. We go back to 1963. Chuck Horn, the coach for the Cyclones, entering his fourth season, coming off the heels of a 10-1 season. The 63 Cyclones, truly one of the most dominant teams in the state. Get this, in their 12-game season, they pitched a school record 8 shutouts. The starters only allowed 3 touchdowns in 12 games. Yeah, they played 12 games that year. 3 touchdowns in 12 games, 8 shutouts. The Arkansas Gazette called the Russellville defense the best it's seen in the state in any level in years. The team allowed only 41 points all season. That's 3.4 points per game. They finished 9-1-2. Was only a few plays away from being 12-0. They tied Class 3A at the time, Springdale, 0-0 in the season opener. And they tied their region foe Benton 7-7 in the Week 6. Their only loss was to Little Rock Catholic, 13. Was led by All-State running back Jerry Lawrence, who had over 1,200 yards rushing and receiving, while then a school record 20 touchdowns. Senior nose guard Bobby Hallmark. That's one of the reasons why I want to use it, because his son's out here playing tonight. Bobby Hallmark, 6'1", 215, virtually unblockable. That was big back then in 63. According to both opposing coaches and players, he was unblockable. Lawrence and Hallmark were named to the Class AA All-State, and Hallmark was a Defensive Player of the Defensive Player of the Game in August, the 1964 All-Star game. But one of the biggest reasons I want to highlight this was Week 4, they beat Conway. Any win against Conway, any win against a city with that many roundabouts. Russell scored 33 points, and I think that's how many roundabouts Conway has is 33. Russell won that game against Conway. That game played at Cyclone Stadium, though, or at Russellville at least, 33-14. But that is this date in Cyclone history. If you want to look at some of the stats, we actually have those posted. I keep up with that, and we post them there on the school website. Just go to the athletic page and Cyclone history. You'll see all kinds of stuff and school records, and be able to look back and look at a lot of the school records and the team records. And remember, Russell started their season, or playing football, back in 1906 when they played 3 games. Played Morrilton twice and Arkansas-Cumberland once, and so that's what started it all the way until now. As we look at halftime, Russellville on the wrong side of a 28-0 score to Little Rock Catholic. We'll take a break and come back to Cyclone football on EAB Sports.
The heater broke down, I had to act fast. Wiggled some wires, I broke the thermostat. My wife got cold, her nose started to freeze. She said, hey man, gotta call AshleyAir.com. When your heater breaks down, they're the one you want. AshleyAir.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on. Technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. Next time your heater breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Olathes Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Olathes Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community than cheering on your favorite team from the stands. Olathes Realty is committed to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. Loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Olathes Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Olathes Realty, we put the real in real estate. Find us on Facebook today.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trail it here at the half, 28-0. And if you're listening, especially if you're on YouTube listening, you're listening to Christmas music. They're having... You've heard Christmas in July. It's Christmas in September. Everybody's dressed up in Santa hats, reindeer, stuff, all that stuff. They're in their Christmas outfits, the student section, and so that's what we've been listening to here even before the game, pregame, and here at the half. Russellville trailing here 28-0. We had a couple more scores to pass along to you. Clarendon leading Hector at halftime, 16-7. Pottsville ahead of Hall, also at the half. And if you want to hear all the scores, you can tune in to KCJC 102.3 at 10 o'clock. It'll go from 10 o'clock until midnight with the voice of the OBU Tigers, Rex Nelson. 2 hours of listening to all the updates in high school football tonight. Biggest game in 6A is supposed to be that Benton Little Rock Catholic game, and that's at the half. Benton scored, but so did Little Rock Catholic. It's now 17-7. The Rockets leading Benton at the half. Next week, Russellville's going to be at home against a Mountain Home. The Bombers have only played 3 times. That's what's weird about it. I mean, PA, Little Rock Christian, and Greenbrier, all conference opponents. We've never played any of them until this year. Mountain Home, we have played the last couple of years, but only 3 times. The first 2 games were at Mountain Home, and last year Russellville hosted, so they're going to play back at Russellville, just kind of as luck would have it. They try to balance it where everybody has almost the same amount of home games as road games. The first meeting between the 2 teams was a 2005 playoff victory for the Cyclones. Russellville won that game 33-14, in the 5th consecutive winning season they had under Coach Jeff Holt, the second longest stretch in school history. That's right. The longest consecutive winning streak stands at 15 under Wallace Bailey, greatest coach in Cyclone history, and obviously the most interesting, too. The Cyclones won Mountain Home 42-7, avenging a 17-point loss the year before. Mountain Home went 4-8 last season, but made the second round of the 6A state playoffs after an upset win against Sylvan Hills, 21-14 in the first round. Mountain Home's coach is Steve Airy. He's a member of the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame, came into Mountain Home to take over. He's entering his 3rd season at Mountain Home. Back in Missouri, he had 182 wins between 3 different Missouri teams. Even though the Bombers made the playoffs in the last 2 seasons, they've not had a winning season since '06, but they're really hanging with Lake Hamilton as they only trail by a point at the half, 7-6.
Just back to what you said earlier about Cyclone history on this date. A lot of people here and back home in Russellville remember Jerry Lawrence. After leaving Russellville, after graduating, he went on and played at Arkansas Tech with Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. I know he's a kickoff return specialist and might have played a little bit at running back, but a very good, outstanding football player.
Yeah, and that's the stuff that you want to see on the Cyclone history page on the school district website that we keep up with. We also keep up with all Cyclones that have played in college, and you can see the list of every school and all who have played, and he's on there for Arkansas Tech.
And I saw the other day at a elementary school function, I ran into a Russellville player, good friend of mine, Dudley Taylor. Dudley looks like he could still run 50 yards and throw the football. But good friend of mine and a good football player and just a good person, Dudley Taylor.
We're at halftime. Russellville trailing 28-0. Little Rock Christian needs something to go right as we start the second half. We'll take one more break and be back with the second half kickoff. This is Cyclone football.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling for the 2022 school year. With 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County, ABC provides all-day child care, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air wants to take a moment not only to thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you. From Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
A buddy of mine just sent me this. I hope you didn't mind, Jason. I hope you don't mind me using this on the air. Their quarterback, this does make me feel better because we're talking about how PA was, they're more flashy. They're number 2 in the state, and here Little Rock Christian 2-1. Their quarterback's been offered by Florida, LSU, TCU, Wisconsin, Kansas State. If I knew that coming in, he's as advertised. He looks fantastic, and 1 turnover in 3.5 games, and maybe not as accurate as PA's quarterback, but he doesn't make bad decisions even when it's tucking it and running it. He's got over 100 yards rushing, 162 yards passing. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns. He's run for 2, and Russellville is trying to get a handle on him. And let's see, we'll start, though, this half with the football. So we got to get something going offensively, even just to get some confidence with our team. Russell trailing here 28-0. And PA, I'm sorry, I knew I was going to do that. I've done that twice, at least twice, calling them PA. Little Rock won the toss. They elected to receive. They'll be kicking off, and Russellville is they didn't add any more time on the clock, but we've been sitting here with 12 minutes for a while. Russellville taking a little bit longer than normal in the locker room, and we talk to Coach Wheeler as we do every week, and we air that on the radio side of this. Off the air, he said, it's tough coming off a loss when you played almost perfectly. And, in fact, Russellville led that game against PA last week, and you never know how kids are going to react. And Russellville, almost that first half, they just looked a little shell-shocked at times. But Laura Christian, good team, and for Lake Hamilton to handle them, that makes it scary for when we go play them. Not only did they mixed up the conference, they mixed up the pairings. We usually play Mountain Home later in the year and Lake Hamilton earlier in the year. They've kind of mixed that up. But as we said earlier in the broadcast, Russellville from here on out is going to be away, home every other week. So we will be home next week against Mountain Home. And then 3 weeks from tonight, we have homecoming as Russellville will host Van Buren. We're ready for the second half. We've been ready to get this going. They're going to kick this one deep. They've done this one twice, but this is going to be returnable. Mackay Foster will catch it at the 3-yard line. He's up over the 10, the 15, right up the gut at the 20. He's going to break this one. He's at the 35, the 40. As a flag coming in, look like it's a face mask. He's down the sideline. The 30 stops there, cuts back at the 25, and taken out of bounds around the 20-yard line. There's a flag all the way back here at the 30-yard line. Looked like they grabbed his face mask around the 40-yard line. I don't know what this is going to be, though. The flag was thrown literally about 20, 25 yards from the other side of the 50 all the way down to the 30. I thought they grabbed his face mask on the far side, but I'm afraid this is not going to go our way. He returned it down to the 24, and they're already bringing it back. It's going to be a penalty against Russellville. Come on. It looked like around the 40-45 they grabbed his face mask. Coach Wheeler's out right around the 42-yard line. I don't know if he's asking about the penalty or the lack of penalty thrown. You can tell as Mackay was running, his head goes backwards, and I think that's what Coach Wheeler's probably going to talk to the official about.
Well, unfortunately, it happened right in front of an official who I'm sure was looking elsewhere.
Okay, I don't know why they put it at the 35. Okay, so they said the penalty was at the 45, I guess. 10-yard penalty, and Russellville will start at their own 35-yard line. The flag was down to 35, though. On first down, a screen pass, it's going to go for negative yardage. Russellville tackled back at the 32-yard line.
Boy, Rose was very fortunate to hold on to that ball. He got hit about the time he caught the ball.
Mackay Foster does get credit for the return to the 45, so it's 42 yards on the return before the penalty. Even though the penalty, though, it did just be first down at 10, so this will be 2nd and 12 for Russellville. We're resetting everything. Cyclones looking at 2nd down and 12 from their own 33-yard line. Wide side's the left side. Fake on the handoff. Reed is going to carry the ball to the right side, and he's hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, the closing speed of these linebackers, too. It looked like there was an opening, and he might got a half yard. They're going to give him the 34-yard line. Close to it. Be 3rd down, a little over 11. Russellville needs their own 45 for a first down. First drive of the second half here. Cyclones trailing 28-0. 2 receivers to each side. The inside receiver on that far right side is Hallmark. Let's see if they try to go to him. He's a big target. Barber, the running back. They set up the screen. It's not there. Reed's going to roll out of the pocket. Steps up. He throws to the near side. It's complete to Harrison. Makes a nice little move. He's got the first down to 50 to Warrior territory at the 45-yard line.
That's just a great pass by Reed, being able to get away from that pressure.
Yeah, it goes for 20 yards to Peyton Harrison. That's his second catch as a Cyclone. Had one of 10 yards earlier in the season. That one goes for 20, and Russellville has their 3rd first down of the game. The second time they've been into Warrior territory. They have it first down at 10 from the 46-yard line. One receiver to the left side, the short side of the field. They're showing blitz up the middle. Russellville changing the play possibly. Is going to fake the handoff. Reed, nowhere to go. They slung back at the 49-yard line. Russellville looked like they ran right into that blitz there, and they didn't go for the fake. They're hitting anything that moves. They're coming right up the middle and stacking against the line.
Well, that's what PA did against us last week. They put 7 men on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they weren't. I don't think they were as big here as Little Rock Christian is. Maybe it's just because we're a little lower here, but I think they do have a better defensive front, like Coach Wheeler was talking about. 2nd down and long. I'm going to give it to Barber. He's got some room along the right side. Hurls him in at the 45-yard line to the 40. Still on his feet, battling, trying to get to that first down marker. He's pushed out. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. Nice little run there by Barber.
Barber ran over a couple of defenders. So they got in front of him, which was probably not a smart thing to do.
He got near the first down marker, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 38-yard line, so not as close as we thought, but he still picks up 11 yards. 3rd down and 2, Russellville going quick here. Trailing 28-0, less than 10 minutes, and Russellville jumps here on 3rd down and 2, and they shoot themselves in the foot here, going to make it 3rd down and 7. 9:29 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We'll move it back 5 yards. It's the 3rd penalty on the Cyclones for 20 yards. It's the first drive for either team of the 3rd quarter. Remember, Russellville started at their own 45. Got a big return, but a penalty called it back, so Mackay Foster got credit for 42 yards on the return. Russellville started at their own 35-yard line after the penalty. They're looking at 3rd down and 7 here. They need the 36-yard line of the Warriors for a first down. Wide side of the field's the left side. 3 receivers to this side. Quick pass complete to the far right side, and ducking his head inside the 40, keeping those legs churning. They get about a yard shy of the first down. I couldn't tell who caught it over that far side. I think it was Caden, but I can't tell.
Couldn't tell. I think they're going to go for it.
They're going to get the 38-yard line. Yeah, why not? Pick up a 5 yards on that play. Russell, 4th down and 2.
Oh.
Now the Warriors jump, but not in the neutral zone. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Play clock at 14. DA now coming over to the sideline, or near the sideline, just outside the hash mark. He'll go under center and talk to the line. 7 seconds now. Empty backfield. 4 seconds, they'll snap it. They're going to take a shot downfield. Is shy complete, and did he stay in bounds? No, they say complete to Caden Rose, but he was out of bounds with a flag back at the 43-yard line.
I think that's going to be roughing the passer.
Yep, you're right. A personal foul, roughing the passer, and it's going against Little Rock Christian, and I think you saw it when it happened.
Yes.
You had that reaction, so it's a 15-yarder. It's not automatic first down, but we only needed 2 yards, so it'll give Russellville the ball at the 23-yard lines where it should be.
I think I threw my flag quicker than the white hat did.
8:38 left to play in the 3rd. Russellville trailing 28-0. But on the move here. Remember, after the penalty on the kickoff, Russellville started this drive at their own 35. They've gone 32 yards here in 6 plays. 1st and 10. Barber going to get the call, running right side, runs in back of his line, and he's pushed backwards. If they give him forward progress, he'll get about 3 to the 20. And Justin Barber now, 7 carries for 43 yards. Second down and long coming for Russellville. Russell taking their time a little bit, huddling up with the offensive line with Reed. 9 seconds on the play clock. DA brings a man in motion. That's Harrison. Crosses his face to the right side. Looking that right side. Complete on the screen pass to Barber. He's got some room. He's upended inside the 20. Fumble on the play. And Russell saying it's down. Little Rock Christian saying they recovered it. Have not seen the official. Now see official on the far side pointing to the turf, and he's saying it was down. So fortunate for Russellville there, as Little Rock Christian did come up with the football, but the ground can't cause the fumble. And they're going to put him down at the 17-yard line. So a pickup of 5 on the play, 3rd down and 4. Coming for the Cyclones. Tracy Daniels now in at running back. This may be his first action at running back. Bring a man in motion again. That's Harrison. They're going to give it to Tracy Daniels, and he's tackled back at the 22-yard line. Daniels didn't think his knee hit, but they tackled him by the helmet almost, and he was kind of wanting a penalty too. He kept running, but they finally blew it down. They're a little late on the whistle on that. Russellville looking at 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing by 4 scores. 4th down and 9 as it's put back at the 22-yard line. It's tough when a new running back comes in like they did with Foster. They just they're keying on that guy, but Daniel stays in at running back. He'll be to the left of D.A. Reed. They're showing blitz up the middle. Reed back to pass, throwing complete left side. He's at the 20 and going to be wrestled down at the 15-yard line. That's going to be short of the first down. I think he's about a yard shy. And Russellville fails to convert.
Oh, that third down play hurt us.
Yeah, and the Warriors take over for the first time. Russellville, good little drive there. They ate up some clock, and they put some yards on the board, but nothing to come away with putting anything on the scoreboard. And say that they gave the defense a rest, but they had the halftime. So, but we got them backed up. Maybe we can do something here. The quarterback's going to pull it, keep it. He's across the 20, stiff arms, doesn't work. He's pushed out of bounds just shy of the 25-yard line. And the quarterback, Walker White, picking up right where he left off in that first half.
Well, I said you're going to have to place a man on this quarterback.
Picks up 9 yards on that. He's got 12 carries, 127 yards. We have 2 footballs on the field now, one rolling away on the far side. And the White Hat, they put 40 seconds on the play clock. Now they switch it back to 25, so that was what the delay was. 2nd down and 1. Yokie is going to be swallowed up a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's good gain tackling by that defense.
It'll be 3rd down. Anywhere. Sorry, it'll be 3rd down and 3. Kircher Herring in on a stop. They need the 26-yard line for a first down.
Watch the quarterback.
Yep, just go hit him. He's going to fake. No, he's going to hand off this time. Okay, is over the 25. I think he's about a half yard short. I think. I'm looking to see if they're going to signal first down. Boy, they gave him a good spot. There's no way he got the 27.
No.
There's no way he got that. The official on the side gave him the 26. Wow. Got a yard and a half. They mark him for 3. It's first down. They're going to pay for it there as he's dropped back at the 25 on first down. Loss of 2 on that play. We'll see if he gets forward progress there.
We'll watch it and see if they don't put it down at the 30.
Yeah. You know, Russellville last week turned in a few of those plays and actually got told, yeah, you were right on that big what should have been called a intentional grounding that would have put PA back at their own 8-yard line, 4th and forever. It wasn't called. And here's a pass complete now to Ethan Ross. He's down the left sideline. He's at the 40, 35, inside Cyclone territory. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds back at the 39-yard line, but a big gain there on 2nd and 12. Well, I just don't know if there's any stopping their offense right now. They're clicking. A big play of 36 yards there. That's the second catch for Ross for 60 yards. 98 yards passing there for Walker White. They're going to hand off to the running back here. He'll get a half a yard, maybe 1 to the 38. And bring up 2nd down and long. Well, the way the running game was working with the running back in first half, now it's those little passes that have opened up the big pass play down the left sideline here on their first drive of the second half. Anokie, 20 carries for 64 yards, but it's been the quarterback White that's done it with his legs and with his arm. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's looking to the right. Double move. They've got a man open, and it's going to be incomplete. Just let him a little too far. Double move had Tate Collins open, and they missed him inside the 10. They tried to go to him a lot, and they've missed him. They got him on a screen pass for 7 yards, but he's been targeted 4 other times, and they've not made the connection.
Well, Rose has been on him all the time back there, and he's done a good job staying with him. So
yeah, he cut to the inside like it was going to be a post pattern and cut back out, and they've lived off that post pattern in the first half, so that's why Caden was covering that up, but didn't have much room to the outside. This time they're going to hit the post pattern. It's incomplete. Again, almost an interception by Caden Rose. He jumped the route there. That's the third interception he's almost had. He's been close to. It'll bring up bring up 4th down and 9.
Well, I'd like to see us pick him off.
Yeah, they have not punted in this game, have they?
No.
Just checking the stats. I show them with 1 punt for 37 yards, so they punted
really?
at something. I'm trying to remember when that was. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on 4th down and 9 at the Cyclone 38-yard line. Walker back to pass, and we have a stoppage of play. The flag on the far side, they're going to call Russell with offsides.
Oh.
Russell in the neutral zone or jumped. I didn't see, but I wasn't looking, to be honest. 4th and 4 after the penalty against the Cyclones. That's 4 penalties for 25 yards. Little Rock Christian been penalized 5 times for 58 yards. 389 yards of offense for the Warriors. This drive, 51 yards so far on 8 plays. Remember, they started after stopping Russellville on 4th down, started their own 16-yard line. 4th and 4. Quarterback White rolling to his right. Looking, he's going to throw it downfield. It's going to be intercepted by Caden Rose. He's at the 20, 25, 30, and going to be tackled out of bounds or pushed out of bounds, pulled out of bounds, whatever you want to say, at the 32. Well, they kept trying to go to the well. They kept trying to pick on Caden. I don't know why. And that time, Rose picks off Walker White, just his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, he needs to come over here and sit and think about that one. That's a great play by Rose.
Yeah, I don't understand why they kept going at him, I don't get it. And it seemed like they were picking on him. And, he had 2 picks last week. 4:42 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. The Cyclones will have the ball at their own 32-yard line after the interception by Caden Rose. Again, just the 2nd interception by White on the season. Play action. Reed going to keep it himself. He'll get a yard to the 33-yard line. It's been tough running for DA. Had some openings that closed quickly. He's got 7 carries, negative 10 yards. And because of the sacks, looking at 2nd down and 9. Russellville trailing 28-0. 4:18 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. That was our halftime score.
Comes a blitz.
Yeah, on 2nd down. DA walking over to the right side to check with his coaches. Barber, and they're going to back off the blitz a little bit here. And he's going to keep it himself. He's going to be taken down for a loss back at the 30. That wasn't a sack. That was a tackle for a loss because that was a running play. So I gave him the 31, but it's 3rd down and 11. No time. No time back there. And they didn't come with the blitz that time. That just means they whipped us up front. Watch them last week. It was tough because you don't play your normal defense when you play Lake Hamilton. You really stack the line, and they've done it with a 3-4 look. Dickinson, Walker, and Smith. That's what they have here on 3rd down and long. Delayed blitz, Reed backpedaling, and they got the screen set up. They can't connect on it. It was almost intercepted. It's too high for Barber. He tipped it. And then Preston Davis almost came up with it, their 2nd leading tackler. It's going to be 4th down and long. Russell very fortunate that wasn't a pick 6. And Hallmark will be back to punt it away on 4th and 11. They'll snap it at the 31. They will send the return guy back this time. Remember last time they didn't. Jacob Field, number 1. And he's standing just inside his own 40-yard line. Hallmark, and they hit him.
He hit him.
They don't throw the flag. I'm watching. It's a punt, rolls down inside the 30, inside the 25, keeps rolling inside the 20, barely inside the 20. And Hallmark talking to the white hat. I don't think it was roughing, but it was running into, and they didn't get the call. At the very least, you got to throw the flag for running into the kicker. It was not a personal foul, but the fact that you didn't throw it at all, and Russell probably would decline the penalty because it would make it 9-yard punt. We'll take that, but the fact that you didn't throw it at all is just curious.
That tells you a lot.
Yeah. They did hit Hallmark running into him, and no flag thrown. And he got to talk to the white hat for a while. He was walking down to the other side. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Again, I don't think Russell would have taken the penalty because it was a 49-yard punt by Hallmark. White looking right. He's going to throw it. It's intercepted by Gabe Hogue at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cyclones. Gabe Hogue sitting there in the flat, read the quarterback's eyes, picked it off, took it in from 22 yards out.
That is a great interception, and you said it exactly right. He was looking at the quarterback's face, and he knew where that pass was going.
And now Russell will try the extra point. Guajardo, left-footed kicker, D.A. Reed will put it down. And the extra point is up. It's long enough. And it is good. Russellville trails 28-7, but getting on the board. A score there by the defense. We'll take a quick break. 2:54 left to play in the third. Russellville trails 28-7. This is Cyclone football.
At Fleet Tire, Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings. Fleet Tire knows the importance of the handshake and the significance of a referral. That will never change. At Fleet Tire Point S, you'll still find the same local owners, friendly service, and guarantees on warranties. Fleet Tire Point S consistently offers unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget because you, the customer, are always the top priority at Fleet Tire Point S. So come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference. No stress with Point S.
Russellville pick six there from 22 yards out. That was Gabe Hogue on the return, and he just sat there. And if you'd have told me that Walker White was looking at Hogue the entire way, I would believe you. He had tunnel vision on his receiver, and Russellville was able to return that in for the touchdown. Hogue had plenty of blocking. I think he might have broke a tackle inside the 10 there, but just so fast he ran it in. Extra point was good. The Cyclones get on the board. They still trail 28-7, but they get on the board.
I think the Warriors are still a little bit in shock.
Yeah, their quarterback, Walker White, has thrown one interception all season coming into the game. He's thrown two on his last two passes. .254 left to play here in the third. Guajardo will kick this one. He'll kick it high. A little pooch kick. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. They're actually going to fair catch it there. Kind of an odd play there because that's one of their leading wide receivers, Tate Collins, who caught it at the 30 and doesn't want to return it. So that's where they'll start. Well, the last two passes by Walker White have been picked off. One by Caden Rose, who returned it for 12 yards. The other one by Gabe Hogue, who returned it 22 yards for the Cyclone touchdown. No quitting these Cyclones, I tell you. They're going to fight. They don't care what the score is. 2:53 left to play here in the third quarter. Play clock down to 12. Man in motion. That is Ethan Ross. He's had a couple big plays. He's going to be a lead. Okay, he gets across the 40. He's got the first down, taken down at the 42.
Well, he wasn't going to come down until Foster hit him around the ankles. That's the place to bring these people down.
Ronnie Anokie, 21 carries for 76 yards. Their second leading rusher tonight. Leading rusher's been their quarterback. 1st and 10 after that 12-yard pickup. Low snap, and give it to the running back again. Running left side, ducks his head. He'll get a yard, maybe, at around the 43-yard line.
There's that man Hallmark. He hit him down around the ankles and brought him down.
Yeah, we talked about his kinfolk at the halftime show that we had here on this date in Cyclone history. 2nd down and 9 coming for the Warriors. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the third. Clock rolling. Ball on the left hash mark. No receivers to the right. They got a tight formation there. Nokia going to take it right side, runs into a pile, and I don't think he made the 45-yard line. Russell tackled him. They pulled him backwards to stop his forward momentum. I think I saw Reese Colwell in there also helping out. I don't know if he made the initial hit, but he's the one that was pulling him backwards. Give him the 44, so a pickup of 1. 3rd down and 8 for the Warriors. Russell trailing 28-7, getting a pick six just moments ago by Gabe Hogue. Hogue, outside linebacker. Number 16, yeah. They're going to move a man in motion here to the right. Last time they ran a counter play. Now the receiver, it's a pitch play. It's a pass. It's complete. It's across 50. They got the first down in Cyclone territory. Cut down at the 43-yard line. Good little sprint there by Trey Howard. I think that's just his third catch on the season. A little shuffle pass there. They get the first down into Cyclone territory. They put down the 42, so that's a gain of 14 on the play. White now has thrown for over 200 yards with that little shuffle pass. 212 yards, 14 of 27. First and 10 for the Warriors at the 42. Anokie right up the gut and gets inside the 40 to the 38. Pick up a 4 on the play. Bring up second down and 6. They're going quickly here. Russell in the first half stopped this 2 different times with timeouts. They're not going to stop it here. Russell's able to get off and run off a player in time. Another carry by Anokie. He won't quite make the 35. Pickup of 2 on that play. Third down and 4 coming.
You think it's odd that the quarterback hadn't thrown downfield?
Well, they hadn't thrown downfield. They just threw that shuffle pass after back-to-back picks by the Cyclones. I tell you, I still don't understand why they were picking on Caden Rose, because I mean, he even had 3 different chances at an interception before he finally connected on the 4th one. I guess they like the matchup there with Tate Collins. He's the outside wide receiver here on the right side, and lined up face-to-face with him is Caden. Had 2 picks last week, 1 pick tonight, and I think they're going to let the clock roll out. They are. That's going to be in the third quarter. Russell held them, scored a defensive touchdown. That's how we end the third quarter. Cyclones trail it here by a score of 28-7. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football.
Shane here with you for Joshua's Fine Jewelry in downtown Russellville. I'm hanging out talking to my man Nathan George from Joshua's in downtown Russellville.
We've got a lot of interesting items from colored stone jewelry to sterling silver to gold, diamonds, pretty much anything you could want. There's a huge push right now for lab-grown diamonds. Never hesitate to come in or call, or you can text us at 479-968-3117, and we'll be happy to talk to you about any of your jewelry needs.
Miller Roofing Company. They've served the River Valley since 1991 with a reputation for superior work and reliability. Now, to keep up with demand, Miller Roofing Company is looking for reliable, experienced individuals to join a team that stood the test of time, serving their community for 31 years and is still going strong. To be a part of the Miller Roofing Company family, call 890-3499 to set up an interview or stop by 318 South Arkansas Avenue.
Russellville looks a little bit better on the stat sheet after the third quarter play, but their touchdown was a defensive touchdown. They trail the Warriors here 28-7 after trailing at the half 28-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Warriors looking at third down and 4 from the Cyclone 36. Other games, Russell will play Mountain Home next week at Cyclone Stadium. Mountain Home, after trailing Lake Hamilton by a point at halftime, all over Siloam Springs in the fourth quarter, 61-0. There's no mercy shown by Greenwood tonight against Siloam. Van Buren still leading Greenbrier 6-0. Here are all the scores on 102.3 from 10 o'clock until midnight. Back to action, 3rd and 4 for the Warriors. White's going to roll. This is a quarterback sweep here, and he's hit and leans forward. I think he's about a yard shy of the first down, but they'll probably go for it. They're going to give him the 33, so it'll be 4th down and 1. They haven't kicked a field goal all year, haven't attempted one. They've only got 1 punt tonight. They're going to go for it here. Same play. Quarterback trying to bounce outside. He does. He's got the first down. Ball goes free. Stay in. Russellville recovers it. Did they stay in? I'm waiting for the signal. No signal yet. That's usually bad. Russell still trying to convince, hey, we had this. The official's talking it over. The man in the white hat is stopping the clock here with 11:28 left. And he's going to signal first down at the 30. Maybe he stepped out.
I like what Wheeler's doing. He's letting the official know how wrong he was.
It was far away from us. They give him the first down. The only thing I think of is he was out of bounds, or maybe we recovered it and we were out of bounds. Officially goes as a 3-yard pickup, 1st and 10 for Walker White. And he's going to hand off to Nokia straight up the middle. A flag comes in very late after about a 3 or 4 yard gain in the area of usually when holding happens. The flag is 2 yards down the field. We'll see. It is holding against the Warriors, so bring it back. Now the flag, for your stat-minded people, is if it's inside the line of scrimmage, Anoki actually gets credit for a 1 yard gain, and that's what will happen. He'll get credit for a 1 yard gain and then the penalty, but it'll still be first down. First down and 19.
They're trying it up the middle again. Gained about 2. The Warriors tried this lonesome in out here by himself, and we caught it very quickly and got a defender out there on him.
Yeah, that's the other touchdown they scored when. I don't call it a fluke touchdown, but I mean I guess it kind of was because Russellville just left a wide receiver wide open. Well, it wasn't a touchdown, but they got down inside there. 2nd down and 17. Here's a deep pass downfield. They got a man wide open inside the 10-5 touchdown. That's to Cooper Longworth, his second catch of the season.
And that's the lonesome in I was talking about.
Well, that wasn't on the end, though. That was
that's the one that got out there,
yeah.
though. He just got in behind all of our defenders, and quarterback just laid it in there.
That goes for 37 yards on the touchdown and extends their lead back to 4 scores, makes it 34-7. On to try the extra point is Hoover, Grayson Hoover. And this one's long enough, and it's good. 35-7 our score. We'll take a break. 10:39 left to play in the game. This is Cyclone football.
Mr. Brake and Lube, your local Pennzoil 10-minute oil change super stop at 1415 East Main Street, has the best brand name oils like Mobil 1, Castrol, Motorcraft, Rotella, and Quaker State without breaking the bank. Plus specials to save even more. Come by 1415 East Main Street when you need an oil change or repair work from your local one-stop maintenance shop you can count on. Mr. Brake and Lube, and follow Mr. Brake and Lube on Facebook to keep up with monthly specials.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville. You guys play the best country of all. River Country. KCJC.
Cyclones trailing here 35-7. We'll give you the details on that drive here in just a moment. Here's the kickoff. This is going to be chasing Mackay Foster. He'll go over his shoulder, go into the end zone. As soon as it crosses the goal line, it's an automatic touchback. You can't bring it out of there. Lamar leading box side. Thank you, Scott. 21-14 after 3 quarters. On that scoring summary, they go 70 yards in 11 plays. Mainly did it on the ground, but they did hook up with a touchdown pass. Walker White connected with Cooper Longworth for a 37-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good. That took 4 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. That's how they come back after the interceptions that they had had. And Russellville looking at first down at 10, throw a complete pass and down to the 40-yard line. It loses the football. Did they say he was down? He had it? Yes, he did at the 38-yard line. Nineteen yards on the pickup. Russellville has it. as they put it down at the 39. DA looking far side, complete on the screen pass. Across the 40, pushed out of bounds over there on the far side.
And that was to Alex Bowes, number 5.
Good job, Alec. They're trying to see where they put him down and give him the 42-yard line. There we go. 2nd down and 7 for Russellville. Reed, empty backfield, looking. Complete on the far side. This goes to Daniels. He's across the 45, stepping out of bounds. Right there, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Russellville. And Russellville needs their own 49 for a 1st down. 10 minutes, 5 seconds left to play here in the ballgame. Russellville trailing 35-7. A little bit of life by Russellville at one point when they got the pick 6, cut it to 21, but that last 70-yard drive gave Little Rock Christian back the 4-touchdown lead. 2 receivers to the right, to the left, man in motion. This is Harrison. He'll cross to the right. Play action, Reed going to keep it himself, running up the middle, and he's going to be very close to a 1st down. I thought he had it.
I think he's got it.
We'll see where they spot it. He needed the 49. They've got 3rd down on the marker still. They switch it to 4th, so he must be about a half yard short.
No, they gave it to him.
Okay, now they switch it to 1st down. I saw that they got the electronic one over there on that far side. They switch it to 4th. Now it's the 1st. So he got exactly 4 yards. Russellville, with their 6th 1st down of the game, has it at their own 49-yard line. Here's a draw play, and it's swallowed up back at the 49-yard line. Looked like he was going to pass. It was delayed draw, and they sniffed it out. That was going to Tracy Daniels, and he'll lose 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 14. Play a lot of music here over the PA. They don't have a band here tonight. I don't know if they don't have one or what, but they're all the student section all decked out in Christmas gear. They've been playing a lot of Christmas music tonight. 2 throws it underneath. It's complete. Daniels takes a lick, hangs on the football. He gets to the 47 of the Warriors.
I like the way Reed is getting rid of the ball very quickly. I think that's a key.
Yeah, 8 yards on that pickup. Daniels took a lick, hung on to it. Russellville at 3rd down and 6. They need the 41-yard line of Little Rock Christian. 2 receivers to each side. Under 8:45 to go. Reed going to roll to his left. Stops, throws across the middle. It's complete. Strop with the catch inside the 35. Ball on the turf inside the 30. Little Rock Christian saying they have it. No signal yet. They're stopping the clock, and now they do signal. Little Rock Christian football. A completed pass, and then a fumble. Russell's 2nd turnover tonight. And quarterback Walker White coming on to the field. Expect a deep pass here. Last time Russell had a turnover on that kickoff that we didn't cover, they tried to take a shot. How about they try it here? Taking their time, though, I think longer than they'd like. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. I'll be surprised if they hand off. Maybe they will. I think they're going to go deep. 1st down. They're going to throw across the middle. It's complete now. It's to the S-back. He'll take it at the 39-yard line. So they didn't go deep, but they pick up 9 yards on the play. Ethan Ross. Big guys like that can catch the football. It's almost like Hallmark. They're a matchup problem because you put a linebacker on them, they're fast, too fast for them. You put a DB on them, they're too big. And that's their been Hallmark there. Ross now, 3 catches for 69 yards tonight. White, 16 for 29, 258. He's going to hand off, and Ayoke was hit in the backfield, but he plows forward for a 1st down. Brought down by Hallmark, but he needed a yard, and he got it. Yep, 35-7, padding their stats a little bit. Russellville had stifled them in that 3rd quarter and got the pick 6. Anoke has 89 yards on 28 carries. He's got 2 100 rushing yard games in his first 3 games this year. 11 yards away from that. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, short side of the field. They'll give it to the running back again. He's at the 40. He's hit, falls forward at midfield, a pickup of 9 on the play. Pat Ben for Russell made the trip. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 1 for the Warriors. Hard count, and they try to get Russell to jump, but did not get in the neutral zone. Now they're changing the play. Play clock down to 17. Warriors leading 35-7. There's the give to Nokia, and he's got the first down in Cyclone territory and leans forward to the 46. They'll stop the clock to move the chains.
Very difficult man to bring down. Very short, compact, keeps his head down, low to the ground.
And he's got over 100 yards rushing today, 30 carries, 102 yards. They're keeping their first team in there. I think they're wanting to get maybe a score here, get the mercy rule going, but there's only 6:55 left. Nokia. And he had 100 yards. He might have lost. Now he might be down to 99, depending on where they spot it. No, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, so he's still at 102. That's the danger when you barely get over it. And you stay in the game. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. Warriors 2-1 on the season, 0-1 in conference play. Lost last week to Lake Hamilton. They dropped a spot in Class 6A. They're now the 6th best team after. Never understand that. They're a 5th best team. They lose to the 4th, and so they drop a spot. Nokia trying to bounce this off the left side. He'll get a couple of yards inside the 45 to the 44. Bring up 3rd down and 8. I'll tell you, an OPA's ranked number 2, and I said this earlier tonight, but Little Rock Christian looks tougher to me.
Be a good game between Greenwood and
Nokia came out of the game. Now, after that pickup, he's at 104 yards. They have this running back they used a little bit in the first half, but never actually carried the football. Number 22, Ridings. He's there now. He may get the call here. No, play action. They're going to throw across the middle. It's complete at the 30-yard line. Diving forward is Tate Collins. Surprised you that they're throwing here, but maybe not on 3rd and 8. Sliding forward, getting to the 30-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play. They pick up the first down. Collins now just his 2nd catch. They've gone to him 8 times, but 2 catches for 21 yards. Russell's held him in check, but White, 17 of 30 for 272 and 3 touchdowns. Does have a couple picks. He actually threw a touchdown pass to us, if you want to call it that. Under 5.5 to go. 35-7. Little Rock Christian leading. They have it 1st and 10 to Cyclone 30. And White going to keep it here, and he'll get a yard before he's taken down at the 29-yard line. This is a dangerous spot for Little Rock Christian, I think, to keep your starters in there in a game that's obviously over. 5 minutes left, and you're up by 4 touchdowns.
It's a good way to get them hurt.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting free licks on the quarterback on that play there. I know he's a big guy, but you got to be careful. I mean, this is the 2nd game of conference, and doesn't get any easier from here. It's a pretty physical conference. The 6A West. Play clock down to 3. Back to pass, throwing far side. Reaching up to get it is Collins, and he'll get out of bounds, shy of the sticks. And they'll put him down where? At the 22? 21. 8 yards on the pickup, 3rd down and 1. Clock is stopped as he got out of bounds, 4:29 left. Russell at home next week against Mountain Home. And in motion, they're probably going to run it here. And Nokia will carry it, trying to bounce it outside. He's got the first down inside the 20, inside the 10, still going as he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 21 yards on the carry. And I believe that's the first touchdown carry tonight for Nokia. Yeah, 125 yards, his first score tonight, his 3rd of the season. And if the extra point is true, then we'll have the sportsmanship rule with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. I mean, the clock will only stop on injuries and timeouts.
I really think that's what the Warriors were after, is that touchdown.
41-7. The extra point is long enough, and it's good. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Russell trails 42-7. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football.
Farmers Co-op, where we're finding out about fall pastures, haying equipment, baling twine. And Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, when it comes to those fall pastures, you've got a lot going on here.
Getting a lot of our seed in for the winter. Got a pretty good lineup now. Fertilizer's come down a little bit. It rained, so, hey, we're optimistic and we're ready to go.
For those people that are doing some hay, do you have the supplies they need to make sure that those bales are ready for the cold weather ahead?
Still sitting on a good supply of net wrap and twine. Still got the good prices. You know, all this stuff's going up, but we've got a good stock, so come in and see us.
It is Farmers Co-op where you'll find
in plays, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Nokia, 21-yard touchdown run. His first touchdown of the night. Extra point made it 42-7. And after this kickoff, they'll start the clock and won't stop it unless it's a timeout or an injury. So the last 4:20 is going to go pretty quickly. Now Pooch kick it, caused a Russell turnover at one point. This one is going to be fair caught by the Cyclones at the 31-yard line by Tristan Sims. All right, so we have the ball at the 31-yard line. And Russell will start 1st and 10 from there. The clock is stopped. They put it at 32. Clock is stopped because it never did start on the fair catch. I guess you don't have a band, you can just keep the music playing. They play that during the they play that during the entire kickoff.
They're starting the clock now.
That's wrong. Russell though, 3 receivers to the right. Reed's going to hand it off to Tracy Daniels. He breaks 3 at the 40, trying to bounce outside. He's at midfield. The 45-40. 35 angling out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big run there by Tracy Daniels. Into Little Rock Christian territory. And they're going to put him down at where? The 28-yard line. A pickup of 40 yards on the run by Daniels. All right. We'll have it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Little Rock Christian. Clock rolling. 3.5 to go. Russell breaking the huddle here. Bowles will be the wide receiver outside over here. 2 receivers to each side. D.A. Reed with the running back to his left. Low snap. He picks it up. Rolls out looking right. He's going for Strop, and Strop makes the catch inside the 5-yard line. Oh, the ball squirts free, and they're going to say, is it a catch? Still no signal. The official's going to talk about it. All they did was signal stop the clock, which doesn't happen when it's a
he caught it.
All right, they're going to say he caught it. And of course, Little Rock fans there, because everything hinges on this catch, they're going to say that they're going to be upset about that one. They're going to put him down at the 2-yard line. Now the official on the sideline, after they talked about it, is putting down at the 1. Mm-hmm. Russell will have it at the 1-yard line, looking for their first offensive score tonight. They have it 1st and goal from the 1. Daniels to the left of Reed. Going to hand it off to Tracy. Bouncing still on his feet, and no signal, did not get in. I tell you on that last play, though, it was kind of a bad snap, and Reed did a good job of hanging on to it. I think he almost kind of fed it around the back as he was rolling to his right on that play. 2nd down and goal from the 1. No gain. They put it right back at the 1-yard line. Reed running back on to the field here. Under 2 minutes to go. Russell trailing 42-7, but still fighting. They want to stick this one in the end zone. Receiver out to the right. It's Kyron Clendenin. They're going to give it off to Foster. Bouncing it outside in the end zone for the touchdown. Check that out. It was Tracy Daniels on the run. Tracy gets the touchdown for Russellville. 42-13. He has 8 career touchdowns coming in this game. It's his first one of the season. He's been mainly a defensive player this year. Guajardo will try the extra point. It's definitely long enough, and it is good. 42-14 with 1:39 left. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm Scott. And I'm Corey, and we're the TreeWise Tree Guys. Tree work experts based in Russellville, Arkansas. You have a problem tree that you'd like removed, trimmed, or otherwise dealt with, we're the guys to call. If you're looking for the best, look no further. We're the highest rated in the area. 5-star rating on Google. Give Jalen a call today, 479-222-0793. That's 479-222-0793. TreeWise Tree Guys.
All right, on that scoring drive for Russellville, they go 68 yards in just 4 plays. Tracy Daniels, the 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Guajardo was good, but remember, the big play for Russellville was that 40-yard run by Daniels and then the 27-yard pass to get down to the 1-yard line. Russell scored a couple plays later. They trailed, though, 42-14. They're going to fall to 0-2 in conference play. Little Rock Christian going to improve to 1-1 in conference play. Guajardo will kick it off deep for Russellville. Angles toward the side is going to be fielded at the 6-yard line by Trey Howard. Running towards the middle, cuts back at the 20, breaks a tackle at the 25. He's got some room. He's at the 40, 45, and he's going to be held up and then knocked down by Russellville. Guajardo, the kicker, the soccer player, held him up, and he was popped at the 47. Sometimes you got to get down. You got to know when to get down. He took an extra shot that he didn't need to.
Yeah, Russellville took a push in the back, but no flag on that to break him. Again, there's a bad place to
there's a 41-yard return there, and they put him down at the 46 and make it a 40-yard return. Good job by Guajardo, though, holding him up. How about that? The kicker, he's not just kicking it and running off the field. The clock rolling, 47 seconds left, because even though you cut it inside 35 points, the mercy rule is still in effect. And they do go with their backup quarterback. This will be his first play. They only have to snap it one more time. They're going to turn and hand the football off. This will be number 22, Ben Ridings, who will get a yard, maybe 2 at the 48, and that should be it. And that will be it. The Cyclones lose it here by a score of 42-14. Russellville falls to 0-2 in conference play, 0-3 overall. And Little Rock Christian improves to 3-1 overall, but 1-1 in the 6A West. We'll take a break, come back with your postgame show. This is Cyclone Football.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
First State Bank is proud to serve our community, a community made of hard-working friends and neighbors, folks who make our community better. You're why we offer personal, helpful service and convenient digital tools. You make our town what it is, deeply rooted, community-driven. First State Bank, these are our stomping grounds. Visit fsbmybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurant on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you. So come on by, Old South.
Russellville played near perfect last week. Tonight, they just looked shell-shocked from the very beginning. They end up losing this game 42-14. They fought. I mean, it seemed like they were just still kind of suffering some of the effects of last week. It's hard to get up every week, and you get up to play the number 2 team in the state and shocking them, and not make excuses, but not sure what it seemed like tonight early on. But they continued to fight. Russellville, but came up short here, 42-14. We'll go through some of the stats for you. Russellville, 186 yards of offense, 540 for the Warriors. So Russellville, D.A. Reed, he was 13 of 17 for 124 yards. Running the football, it was Justin Barber who had 41 yards on 7 carries. Tracy Daniels, 5 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Caden Rose had 3 catches for 11 yards. Christian Strupp had 4 catches for 69 yards. For the Warriors, Walker White, it was a Walker White show. He threw for 280 yards and 3 touchdowns. He ran for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was fantastic tonight. One thing he did wrong is Gabe Hogue, and the other one interception by Caden Rose. That he only had 1 pick coming into the game, and he had 2 tonight. Total plays, 80 plays for the Warriors, 41 for Russellville. Turnovers ended up being even as both teams a couple turnovers. Penalties, 4 of 25 for Russellville, 6 of 68 for the Warriors. Third down conversions, 11 of 17 for the Warriors, and they were 4 of 6 on fourth down conversions. Russellville, 2 of 10 on third down conversions. They failed on their only fourth down conversion attempt. Russellville lose it here by a score of 42-14. Your thoughts?
Well, you covered it. The quarterback, we just didn't have an answer for him, and they played good ball. We didn't. It's just that simple. And what I said at halftime, we needed to get the ball into our playmakers. Well, we saw what happened when Daniels got a hold of the ball. But again, Ben Hallmark, we couldn't get the ball to him. I'm sure they were covering him tight. Well, in fact, I saw that. But still, you've got to have somebody like him and the others getting their hands on the ball and seeing what they can do with it, which they can. There's a lot of things they can do with it. But, again, they just ran into a good team tonight. Russellville just ran into a better team.
Yeah, they did. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Russellville Cyclone football, reminding you that our next broadcast will be next week as the Cyclones will be back at home as they host the Bombers of Mountain Home. Just be the 4th meeting between the 2 schools. Russellville's won 2 of those 3, including a 42-7 victory last year. Last check, Mountain Home was losing to Lake Hamilton earlier tonight. Kickoff next will be at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air with the coaches show at 6:30. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Also want to send a very special thank you to our chief engineer, Stephen Berry, back in Russellville. Also our Cyclone Booth media team at Chase Canfield tonight. This is River Country KCJC, your home for all Cyclone sports all season long. Our final score from Warrior Stadium, it was Little Rock Christian 42, Russellville 14. Coming up at 10 o'clock on 102.3 in about 40 minutes or so, the scoreboard show with Rex Nelson from 10 until midnight. For Chase Canfield, Aaron Duval, and Stephen Berry, I'm Mickey Duval reminding you, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white. So long, everybody.
River Country KCJC proudly presents Russellville.